Yeah. Yes. I remember, so thank you. I appreciate the reminder. Good morning. This is the 2 a.m. initial appearance calendar for June 1st, 2026. It is ordered that pursuant to ARS Section 41-1750C in Rule 4.29, paragraph 9 of the Arizona Rules of Criminal Procedure, the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office shall fingerprint every person scheduled on this IA calendar that was arrested for any felony offense, any violation of ARS Title 13, Chapter 14, ARS Title 28, Chapter 4, or any domestic violence offense as defined in ARS Section 1336-01 before being released from custody. It is further ordered that pursuant to ARS Section 13-610 in Rule 4.2, Section 10 of the Arizona Rules of Criminal Procedure, that the arresting agency shall secure a DNA sample as required by ARS Section 13-610, subsections K and G, for every person scheduled for this IA calendar that was arrested for any charge specified by ARS Section 13-610, Section Section O, and provide compliance to the Superior Court. Thank you. Additionally, I need to read the victim's rights advisement. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you've not already been provided with a written restatement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. Additionally, I know that you just listened to the tape, but as you're aware, I'm going to be determining release conditions, and I'm going to go over the highlights with you, like whether you're getting bond or not, and what those release conditions will be. But also, I'm not going to go over each and every single solitary release condition, but they will be written. So I'm going to go over the highlights. But you are responsible for each and every one of those written release conditions. So don't lose your paperwork, and be sure to follow each and every one of those written release conditions, because you're responsible for them. All right? So we will begin. I need to get into the computer first. I know I had. Okay. 2 a.m. the bench calendar. All right, we're going to start with Caleb Kidder. Please come to the podium. Jason Romero, please go to the chair at this doorway.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Here we go, really sort of. Okay. Could you please state your full name?
Caleb Austin Kidder.
Thank you. Your date of birth?
7697.
Thank you. Now you have a new case out of White Tank Justice Court. So basically, it's from just that precinct area.
What is that?
I'll explain.
Okay.
You are being charged with 1 count of aggravated assault,
Yes.
violating your protection order as a Class 2 felony, 1 count of unlawful imprisonment as a Class 6 felony, 1 count of disobeying or resisting an order or mandate of court as a Class 1 misdemeanor, 1 count of criminal damage as a Class 1 misdemeanor, and 1 count of disorderly conduct as a Class 1 misdemeanor. That all happened May 31st.
Your Honor.
Okay, I think it's probably better for you not to actually discuss I know there's some. Yeah, you're not the one who has the. Okay, yes. If you want to ask questions, you can. However, I'll let you know that it's better for you. Everything is being recorded.
No, I understand.
So whatever you say can be used against you later.
I understand.
So it might be better to, I know that I think in your case, I might be appointing counsel. Yeah, I'm appointing counsel, so you may want to just wait and talk to your counsel about anything that you have to.
That protection order that you're talking about, that was taken off a while ago.
Okay. Well, at this moment, that is something that you can discuss with counsel.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. But you do have another felony that you're looking at regarding unlawful imprisonment. Okay, as a Class 6 felony. And so I did find probable cause for these charges. I am going to appoint counsel to represent you. You have a status conference set on June 8th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on June 10th at 8:30 a.m. I am going to be setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $20,000. If you make that bond, then you're to be released on pretrial services with electronic monitoring to be installed before you're released from jail. And that curfew is to be determined by your pretrial officer. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. You're not to initiate contact with the alleged victim, and you're not to have any physical contact with the alleged victim. You're not to initiate contact with the arresting officers. If you do have belongings there, you're allowed 1 civil standby with law enforcement to collect your essential belongings. You're not to possess any weapons. You're not to possess or consume any drugs without a valid prescription. You're not to possess or consume any alcohol. You're not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. To not leave the state. You must notify the court of any new address.
Okay.
All right. If you go to your left, you'll get your paperwork. The person that has the private counsel, number 8. Is the private counsel here or no?
No, she's supposed to be doing virtually, so she's still not in the meeting.
Oh, by virtually? Oh, then I need to get Teams added up here.
Let me know when you need one.
Okay, let's see. Well, since you have it right here, I should be able to, let me get that set up. Okay. Let me move this over here. Let's see how I can get that. Oh, it says that there's 4 people in the meeting. Oh. Okay. I am going to. All right, then Jason Romero, please come to the podium. Lay Neft, please go to the chair. Hello.
Hello,
Could you please state your name
Jason Romero,
and your middle name?
Carlos,
Thank you. Your date of birth?
12/23/91.
Thank you. Now you are being charged with 1 count of kidnapping with the apprehension of injury as a Class 2 felony, 1 count of aggravated assault as a Class 3 felony. I did find probable cause for these charges. I'm going to appoint counsel to represent you. You have a status conference set on June 8th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on June 10th at 8:30 a.m. This will be at the South Court Tower. You have a secured appearance bond in this case in the amount of $50,000. If you make that bond, you're to be released on pretrial services with electronic monitoring to be installed before you're released from jail. And then curfew to be determined by your pretrial officer. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. Do not initiate contact with any alleged victim. You're not to initiate contact with the arresting officers. Do not possess weapons. Do not possess or consume drugs without a valid prescription. do not leave the state. You must notify the court of your new address. Okay? To go to your left to get your paperwork.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Leah Neft, please come to the podium. And I don't want to put the other person, is number 8, attorney. Oh, it's attorney Joy. Then we'll put, oh, no problem. Then we'll put 8 to the door though. Then Amy Atkins, please go to the door. So thank you. Hello. Could you please state your full name?
Leah Neft.
And middle name is Francis?
Francis.
Okay, and your date of birth?
October 1st, 1990.
Thank you. You have a warrant for violating probation. I'm going to appoint counsel to represent you. It seems like you also have existing counsel in this case, but you have another case. So I'm just appointing counsel
Okay.
for you. So maybe you should get one counsel for both cases. That might be the best. You have a probation revocation hearing set on June 8th at 8:30 a.m. One would be at Phoenix at 201 West Jefferson. You have a secured appearance bond in this case in the amount of $250. Do you know what? I need to edit this. I didn't actually put down. When you get released, be sure to contact your probation officer within 72 hours.
You did.
Did I include that? No, you're currently on probation, which is why you have the warrant out for probation. So we'll make 72 hours. Okay, so this one needs to be reprinted. Okay, and the one I'm looking at, that's number 5. So number 6 is, again, same name and date of birth. You are being charged with, this is actually a warrant out of Yavapai County Superior Court. It is for 1 count of possessing or using a dangerous drug as a felony and 1 count of possession or using drug paraphernalia as a felony, and that the offense happened on May 22nd of 2025. I did find that you were indigent and that you're to be appointed to counsel at your next hearing, although I can't actually appoint counsel. But
Wait,
you have a out-of-county warrant.
that should be probation too.
Okay, well, it could be a warrant because
Okay.
of probation. I'm just saying that there's a warrant that's outstanding. And the warrant on this case, though, is $25,000.
Yeah.
All right, so and you have an arraignment in Yavapai County Superior Court on June 4th at 8:30 a.m. All right, so if you are still in custody on this case, just, be sure
So
to.
I'm going to be here on June 4th.
Okay, well, you may want to actually try to write that court. Just let them know that you're still over here.
Okay, I will.
Okay? Or else also keep all your, just like if you get released here and you aren't taken over there for some reason, keep your documents showing that we were in custody.
Okay, I will.
Okay. So just if you go to your left to get your paperwork. And do we have counsel? Yes. Okay, great. Okay. So, and do we have, hello, do we also have county attorney as well? We don't. We do not. Okay. Then it appears county attorney's office is going to waive their presence. I would like to just have the parties announce themselves. I would start with the county attorney. There is nobody here for the county attorney's office at this time. So defense counsel, could you please announce yourself? Oh, I can't hear you. Are you muted?
Yes,
Can you
good
unmute
morning, Your
yourself?
Honor. Can you hear me?
Oh, good morning. Yes,
Good morning.
now I can. Thank you.
Woody Thompson on behalf of Amy Atkins.
Great, thank you. Now I'm just going to go right now through Amy. Oh, Amy Atkins, can you please come to the podium? I don't know, can you see from Teams, can you see her now?
Yes, I can. Thank you.
Okay, great. And so obviously she's present in court.
Yes.
So could you please state your full name?
Amy Kristen Adkins,
Okay, and your date of birth?
6/15/77.
Right. Now you're being charged with 1 count of possessing or using dangerous drugs is a class 4 felony. Hold on. That's just the charge. Let me see. Let me go back to the summary.
And I did have a very brief argument on that, Your Honor,
Okay.
whenever it's appropriate.
Yeah, let me take a look at this real quick because I know that I think I went off everything with just the, okay. Yes, I'll listen to your argument.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. According to the Form 4 I received, there, in the probable cause statement, there is no dangerous drug listed in that addendum. There is a narcotic drug listed, but not a dangerous drug that I saw. So I would ask Your Honor to find no probable cause on the charged offense.
Yeah, I think you're right. Let me just take a moment. I'm going to go back and check my chart, and I'll be right back, okay?
Thank you.
Okay. And we'll just take a brief recess. Or hold on, let me see if we have one here. No. I just want to double check to see. Oh, yeah, if you want to bring it to me. Okay. If you want to, we'll just take, I'll just put you and her to the side. I'll keep taking more people. Or, because you need to be in presence along the other people, right? I don't have to. Okay, that way the clerk will go and get me that form, that chart, so I can just double check.
Okay, thank you.
All right. I'd like you can sit back there, okay? And then that way I can keep taking care of people and we won't just stop everything, all right? So we'll just come back to Amy Atkins. All right. If Joe Brooks, please come to the podium. Jeffrey Rogers, please go to the chair. Hello. Could you please state your name for the record?
Joe Rayford Brooks,
Thank you. Your date of birth?
May 28, 1977.
Thank you. You have a warrant out of Justice Court, out of North Mesa Justice Court to be exact. You're looking at one count of criminal trespassing in the 3rd degree as a misdemeanor. I'm going to appoint counsel to represent you regarding the bond amount. So you have a warrant for $500, and so I'm going to affirm that warrant. You have an arraignment set on June 3rd at 1 p.m. out of North Mesa Justice Court. And so if you just go to your left, you'll get your paperwork, okay? Yes. Jeffrey Rogers, please come to the podium. Elijah Washington, please go to the chair. Hello, sir. Hi. Oh, no. There's actually I just didn't go into this yet.
Okay, if you want to go.
Just because there's actually no, just like church that, no.
Okay, I thought it was.
Commissioner. Take a look. Okay. You know what, I do apologize. Could you please go take a seat again? And I am going to go take a look because I know exactly where I need to look. Okay?
Thank you.
So we'll go back on Amy Atkins, but you can still stay there because it'll just take me, I was in a car accident, so I'm a little bit slower than I would be otherwise, and I'm not that fast in the first place. But I will
No worries.
be as quickly as I can. Okay, to remain seated. Okay, thank you very much. We can go back on the record regarding Amy Adkins. And yes, Mr. Thompson, you are absolutely right. Cocaine is a narcotic drug and not a dangerous drug. Excuse me. So therefore, I do need to find no probable cause. So let me edit this. And therefore, if there is no PC, I need to find no PC found. Let me clear this. Okay, no probable cause found. And I am putting down the fact that it's a narcotic drug. Not dangerous drug. Okay, so just leave everything else the same. Now, the one thing is, though, there is still, here, let me see. Even though I am finding no probable cause, you are aware, you do have counsel, so I'm not making an order regarding counsel. You do still have a status conference set on June 8th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on June 10th at 8:30 a.m. I do not have the power to dismiss charges. I can just do the, having no probable cause, I can just have to release her. So, save.
I'm sorry, what were those two dates? I didn't get a minute to write them down.
Yes, it is. Oh, I'm sorry. Now that I found no probable cause, the date's changed. The status conference is on June 16th at 8:30 a.m. and the preliminary hearing is on June 18th at 8:30 a.m. and that is at the South Tower, 175 West Madison Street.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Then, yes, you can just go to your, oh, they're going to give you, has to be, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't sign it yet. There, it is now signed. Okay, thank you. All right. So yes, she's going to get her paperwork.
And then she should be released probably in the next couple hours?
Essentially, how many? 6 hours. It takes about, average is 6 hours.
6. Okay.
Okay.
Ms. Atkins, I'll let Mr. Peterson know.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. And thank you. So yes, you can obviously leave when you want to, Mr. Thompson.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Good night.
You're welcome. Good night. And
Am
yeah, you're going to get your paperwork. So yeah, you can just go to So yes, Joe Brooks, please come to the podium. Have I done Joe Brooks yet? I remember going over it.
when I went back?
Oh, I did do it.
Did you do it?
Yeah. Is Joe Brooks completely finished?
Yeah, you were on,
Okay.
Jeffrey Rogers.
Thank you. Jeffrey Rogers, please come to the podium. Okay, sir. Okay, now we can get to you. You have two cases before me today. Could you please state your full name?
Jeffrey Rogers,
And your middle name is Alan?
Helen,
Okay, and your date of birth?
6/17/59.
All right, and that is the same name and date of birth I have on both cases. Let me go to the first one. It is one count of possessing or using a narcotic drug as a class 4 felony, and one count of possessing or using drug paraphernalia as a class 6 felony. These happening from August the 9th of 2022, and you had existing counsel, okay? Now, on your other case, you, let me just go through that. That's where you have an arrest warrant that's been outstanding. And so on that one, the warrant on this case was actually, has been in place since August of 2023 as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but the request on that one was for $100. So let me go back to the first one. It, like I said, it's for the possession or use of drug paraphernalia as a class 6 felony, possession or use of narcotic drug as a class 4 felony. I am appointing counsel to represent you. Even though you have existing counsel, I want to make sure you have I would like to see if you have the same counsel for both. Also, since it's so old, I don't know if that attorney is still with the office. You know, they might have left, they might still be there. I don't know. Just in case they aren't, I want to make sure that you still have counsel. You have a status conference set on June 8th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on June 10th at 8:30 a.m. at the South Court Tower. You have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250 on the case that you failed to appear for that status conference, okay? On the other case, the one that was the arrest warrant, that is also for one count of possession or use of a narcotic drug as a class 4 felony, and one count of possessing or using drug paraphernalia as a class 6 felony. The offense dates on these two charges are July 17th of 2023. I am going to appoint counsel to represent you. Like I said, hopefully that's why I made sure that I appointed you counsel, and that for you to get the same counsel for both cases, most likely. You have a status conference set on June 8th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing on June 10th at 8:30 a.m. And again, same court, which is the South Court Tower, 175 West Madison Street. And you have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $100. Actually, I put down following resolution. I need to just edit this real quick because that's a direct complaint, but it's actually a arrest warrant. Let me just double check. Oh, no, it is a direct complaint. That's good. Okay. Let's see. So, main thing is, do not initiate contact with the arresting warrants, the arresting officers. Do not possess or consume drugs without a valid prescription. Do not drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. Do not leave the state. You must notify the court of any new address. Okay? Because that's probably one of the reasons why you haven't been, picked up.
I've lived in the same place for 35 years.
Oh, okay. Well, then you've just been out. You've been a good boy. Okay.
I'm at home taking care of my wife who's bedridden.
Okay. Well, if you just go to your left, just stay in touch with your attorney and show up for court.
Okay.
Okay,
So I'm being released.
no, you have, on one case, here, let me go back to the thing, on number 11 on the docket, you have a bond amount of $250. It's a secured appearance bond. On your other one, it is a bond amount of $100. So it's $350 total. Okay?
And then I'm released.
If you can make the bond, then you can be released.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
you're welcome. Okay, the next person is Elijah Manya, Washington. Please come to the podium. Jared Garzone, please go to the chair. Hello.
Hi,
Can you please state your full name?
Alicia Washington.
And your middle name is Monia?
Monier, yeah.
Monier, okay. And your date of birth?
August 23rd, 1998.
All right. Now you are being charged with one count of possessing or using a dangerous drug as a class 4 felony, one count of aggravated DUI with your having a license suspended or revoked for DUI as a class 4 felony, and one count of drug paraphernalia, possession or use of drug paraphernalia as a class 6 felony. I did find probable cause for these charges. It does appear that you are not indigent. If, however, that changes and therefore you need to request, you can request counsel again later, is all I'm saying. Another judge can, make a different determination. But at this moment, I'm not finding, I'm not going to appoint counsel. But if you want that counsel, appointed, you can ask for counsel to be appointed later on, that they can maybe make a different choice. But with the documents I had, I did not find that you were indigent. And there has to be two different things I need to find. One is the fact that you're looking at jail. And the other one is that you are indigent. And I did not find that you were indigent. But your circumstances could always change. And so right now you have a status conference set on June 16th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on June 18th at 8:30 a.m. And that is set at the South Tower on 175 West Madison Street. But right now I'm going to be releasing you on your own recognizance. That's on your promise to appear back to court.
Yeah.
But you're not to initiate contact with any of the alleged victims or victims. You're not to initiate contact with any plaintiff or witnesses. I couldn't tell if there were some witnesses that were not part of the victims. You're not to initiate contact with any arresting officers. Do not consume any drugs without a valid prescription. You cannot drive without a valid driver's license, and you must notify the court of any new address. Right? If you go to your left, you'll get your paperwork.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Jared Garzone, please come to the podium. Trey Livario, please go to the chair. Hello. Can you please state your full name?
Jared Ellis Garzone,
Thank you. Your date of birth?
9/11/77.
Thank you. Now you have a new case out of Surprise Municipal Court. It is one count of criminal trespassing in the 3rd degree as a class 3 misdemeanor. I'm not going to make an order regarding counsel at this time because I can't appoint counsel for a different, for that jurisdiction anyway. So you have an arraignment set at Surprise Municipal Court on June 30th at 1:30 p.m. and you are to be released on your own recognizance. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. You're not to initiate contact with the alleged victim or victims. You're not to have any physical contact with any alleged victim. You're not to initiate contact with the arresting officers. You're not to possess or consume any drugs without a valid prescription. You're not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. Do not leave the state. You must notify the court of any new address. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Let's go to your left to get your paperwork.
Thank you.
Trey Livario, please come to the podium. Alva Escalante, please go to the chair. Hello, sir. Could you please state your name, your full
Trey.
name?
Trey Lavaria.
And your middle name is Joseph?
Middle name's Joseph, yes.
Okay, and your date of birth?
April 18th, 75.
All right. Now you are being charged with one count of criminal damage as a class 6 felony. And I found probable cause for that charge. I do not find you indigent at this time. Of course, you have the right to have counsel and you can always hire counsel. You have a status conference set on June 16th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on June 18th at 8:30 a.m. at the South Court Tower. And you have a supervised, I am going to be releasing you on sorry, I'll sit in my mouth, doesn't want to work. On pretrial services. So you have supervised release. You need to report to pretrial services within 72 hours. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. You're not to initiate contact with the alleged victims. You're not to have any physical contact with them. You're not to initiate contact with the arresting officers. You're not to possess a weapon. And you're not to consume any drugs without a valid prescription. You're not to possess or consume any alcohol. Do not leave the state. You must notify the court of any new address. All right?
Yes. What is pretrial service?
Pretrial services is it's basically like probation, except it's before court. It's before you've been convicted. Okay, it's a way to make sure that you are doing well and acting appropriately while the court is pending. Okay?
Okay, yeah. 1618 South Tower?
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry, what?
You said it's 16 and 18?
Yes, it's on June 16th and June 18th,
Oh,
both at 8:30 a.m.
Where would I
The
go
first,
for?
your next first court date is on June 16th. The address is on the paperwork. The address is on the paperwork, but it's
Oh, okay.
175 West Madison Street.
Okay, okay.
Okay, and all the information is on your paperwork.
Okay, that'll work out.
Okay. Alva Escalante, please come to the podium. Sandra Phillips, please go to the chair. Hello. Could you please state your name?
Alba Escalante,
Date of birth?
9/21/89.
Thank you. You have a new Justice Court case out of Desert Ridge Justice Court. It is for one count of driving with a suspended, revoked, or canceled license. It's a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for this charge. I'm not going to make an order regarding counsel. You have an arraignment set on June the 22nd at 1:30 p.m. out of Desert Ridge Justice Court. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. So make sure that you show up for court at Desert Ridge Justice Court on that date. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So you'd love to get that paperwork.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Sandra Phillips, please come to the podium. Hello.
Hi.
Okay, thank you. You have two cases before me, number 1 and number 2 in the docket. Could you please state your full name?
Sandra Naomi Adele Phillips,
Thank you. Your date of birth?
11/02/86.
Thank you. That is the same name and date of birth I have on both cases. Let's go with the number 1 on the docket first. You are being charged with 1 count of criminal trespassing in the first degree as a Class 6 felony. I did find probable cause for that charge. I'm going to appoint counsel to represent you. You have a status conference set on June 16th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on June 18th at 8:30 a.m. That is at the South Court Tower. I am going to be releasing you on your own recognizance. And you're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. You're not to initiate contact with any alleged victim or complainant or witness. You're not to initiate contact with arresting officers. Be sure you are not to possess or consume any drugs without a valid prescription. You cannot drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. Do not leave the state, and you must notify the court of any new address. On your next case, number 2 in the docket, you are being charged with 1 count of possessing or using a dangerous drug as a Class 4 felony and 1 count of possessing or using drug quantity as a Class 6 felony. The offense date on this case is from December 22nd of 2025. I am appointing counsel to represent you. You have a status conference set on June 16th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on June 18th at 8:30 a.m. And actually, let's see, I don't believe you had a warrant in this case, so I did not find probable cause. Probable cause was already found because it was a direct complaint. And they were, the bond amount in this case was only $50, so I'm making it releasing you OR so that you're OR on both cases.
What does that mean?
On your own recognizance is your promise to appear for court.
Okay.
Okay, so you need to make sure that
This court, correct?
No, it will be 175 West Madison Street.
Okay.
So it's downtown Phoenix.
Okay.
you need to make sure you go to that court.
Okay.
All the information will be on your paperwork.
Yes, ma'am.
Like I said, don't lose your paperwork. I understand. It's kind of like, I sometimes, like, for me personally, I touch something, like, obviously for court and everything and whatever, I touch it. It's like, it's supposed to be where it goes. But personally, I'm like, I touch it, it's like it can get lost. So, yeah, like, make sure that you know where you put your stuff now, okay?
Thank you.
All right, you're quite welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Do we have someone for?
We do. Sorry?
Okay. If we could have Jesus Medina Martinez, please come to the podium.
Señor Medina Martínez, por favor, venga al podio.
Hello, sir. Can you please state your full name?
Hola, señor. ¿Nos podría dar su nombre completo?
Excuse me, before we start, thank you, interpreter. I appreciate you appearing remotely. Could you please state your name and your badge number if you have one?
Of course. My name is Lucia. My ID number is 2528. Would you need my name spelling?
You know what, for the record, it might be smart. Please, thank you.
Lucia.
Thank you. Okay. Yes, so now I'm just talking to the defendant. So could you please state your full name?
¿Nos podría dar su nombre completo?
Jesús Alberto Medina Martínez.
Jesus Alberto Medina Martínez.
Thank you. Can I have your date of birth?
Gracias. ¿Nos podría dar su fecha de nacimiento?
5 de octubre de 1993.
Excuse the interpreter, let me ask him to repeat the year. Señor, repítame el año.
1993.
October the 5th, 1993.
Okay, thank you. Now, you are being charged with one count of transporting and or selling a narcotic drug as a Class 2 felony. I'm going to go through all the charges. There's just three. And then
Okay.
I think that might be easier for you. Or if not. Okay, one count of transporting and or selling narcotic drug as a Class 2 felony. One count of money laundering, concealing proceeds as a Class 6 felony. And one count of possessing or using drug paraphernalia as a Class 6 felony.
Señor, usted tiene los cargos. El primero por transportar y vender drogas narcóticas, un tipo de delito clase 2. Un cargo por lavado de dinero, es un delito clase 6. Y otro cargo que tiene por poseer o utilizar parafernalia para uso de drogas.
I have found probable cause for these charges.
He encontrado causa probable para estos cargos.
I am not finding you indigent, so I am not appointing counsel at this time, but you can, of course, hire your own counsel.
No se lo encuentra indigente, por lo tanto no se le va a asignar un defensor, pero por supuesto, bajo su cargo puede contratar uno.
You have a status conference set on June 8th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on June 10th at 8:30 a.m.
Tiene usted una conferencia de Estado el día 8 de junio a las 8:30 de la mañana y una audiencia preliminar el 10 de junio a las 8:30 de la mañana.
That is at downtown Phoenix at 175 West Madison Street.
Eso es en el centro de Phoenix, downtown, en el 175 West Madison Street.
I am setting forth a cash-only appearance bond in the amount of $300,000.
Va a tener una fianza de comparecencia solo en efectivo por $300,000.
If you make bond, you are to be supervised by pretrial services and to be placed on electronic monitoring.
En caso de pagar esta fianza, va a ser supervisado por los servicios prejudiciales y también se le va a dar un monitoreo electrónico.
The electronic monitoring shall be installed before you are released from jail.
Este monitoreo electrónico va a ser instalado antes de ser liberado de la cárcel.
There are curfew restrictions. that are to be set and approved by your pretrial officer.
Va a tener restricciones que va a ser impuestas y aprobadas por el oficial prejudicial.
You are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime.
No puede volver a la escena del supuesto delito.
You're not to initiate contact with the arresting officers.
No puede tener contacto con los oficiales que lo han arrestado.
You're not to possess or consume any drugs without a valid prescription.
No puede poseer ni consumir drogas sin una receta válida.
You're not to possess or consume any alcohol.
No puede poseer ni consumir alcohol.
And you're not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license.
No puede conducir vehículos motorizados sin una licencia válida.
Do not leave the state.
No puede dejar el estado.
And you must notify the court of any new address.
Y si tiene una nueva dirección, se la debe notificar a la corte.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
¿Tiene preguntas?
Okay. He shook his head. So I believe we're good. Thank you very much for your help. And sir, if you go to your left, you'll get your paperwork. Although, I think you probably need to
Voy a ir a la izquierda para
I
que vea
translate
los
that part
papeles.
first. Thank you very much.
Thank you for calling Lionbridge. Interpreter 2528 disconnecting. Have a nice day.
You too. Oh my gosh. Okay.
The interpreter has
There are, let's see. Let's see time by time. 2:22. So now we just have the house calls. There's a lot of warrants that I'm looking at, but you know what, let's just get these put these house calls on the record real quick. When we're doing teams though, are they getting on the record?
Yeah, we're on the record right now, and
We're on the record and then we're on the record again with the tablet.
one, I think this.
No.
Do them like.
However, I just wanted, because there's no reason to do them twice that way. Here, okay, well, we did this one, let's just do Santino Sotelo. Okay, house calls are number 4, number 9 on the calendar. They were unable to be done because they weren't able to be brought in because of behavioral issues. So number 4, Santino Jesus Sotelo, date of birth November 8th, 1989, has a warrant for violating probation. I'm going to appoint counsel to represent him. He has a probation revocation hearing set on June 8th at 8:30 a.m. Has a security appearance bond in the amount of $5,000. The next one is for Devon Jen Bronston, date of birth December 7th, 2000. He has a municipal court case out of Goodyear Municipal Court. He has 1 count of assault as a class 1 misdemeanor and 1 count of disorderly conduct fighting as a class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for these charges. There is no order regarding counsel. He has an arraignment on June 17th at 1 p.m. at Goodyear Municipal Court, and I'm releasing him on his own recognizance. Okay, if there are any changes regarding these orders, I will put them on the record. Okay, and hearing is adjourned. Okay, so I do need to just do the house calls as by the tablet, please.
We did a UI part, and the time is about to be.
I will go to that right now. Which one? Sorry, which person? Gomez. He just did his. I mean, honestly, Gomez actually is the last person. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Okay, indicated. Oh, yeah, we'll do this one real quick. Oh, great. We just went to an automatic voice. Oh, what should I have him call in a second? Officer Gomez, this is Commissioner Hunt with Initial Appearance Court. I am reviewing your search warrant request. I do find proper cause. I just need to swear you in. So if you could please call us back. I know that you just called us, so please call back and I will get it. I just finally finished the calendar. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, well, could the person not? Yeah, I'll just try to call that number again real quick. Also, they're only giving me one number. Okay, well, I've called, but I continue to call. So,
I think I'd be calling back.
okay, good. Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, there's like so many. I could count. Yes, this is Commissioner Hunt. Okay, great. I can get to that case. Thank you. Yes, Officer Gomez. Thank you. Not a problem. Okay. Yes, I did review your search warrant request. I do find probable cause, and it is nighttime. So, do you just need to swear you in? Do you swear or affirm that the information contained in the search warrant and affidavit is true and accurate to the best of your personal knowledge, information, and belief? Okay, I'm granting it right now. There you go. You're quite welcome. Bye. Okay. Okay, there's one out of the way. No, I don't think we need to, because we don't do them, because we've already put on the record. So I just said if we're going to change, then we'll put them on the record. So. So for this case, it was 1,022 initial. Okay,
It's gonna sound really up here. But like normal, because it doesn't have.
well, no, it's just that something that's really. Okay, I do think though that there needs to be. I think that's just trying to go with what. Commissioner McLaughlin is for this, like, so you know, and I know that, I think that if she has, somebody has it hold on a misdemeanor, we're not necessarily supposed to put on a felony. But probably if we have a felony hold. And I thought if we have a felony instead of this. You want to just probably put just a $50 bond on it. Yeah, in the city case. I'm gonna just put a small bond on the city case.
This is gonna sound really up here. One. Yeah, one.
Yeah,
Is that what I'm gonna see on that?
that's that shot.
I mean, that.
I'm gonna double check that maybe it's happening on some of the other cases, so let me just double check, but we'll fix this one right now. Because some people might want to have one of their cases still. I'm editing this one right now, it's number 4. Yes, we need to reprint this one. I'm gonna make it a support 50, which. And put down underneath it. Actually, I know I wrote placeholder on someone else, so I thought it was this one. There. Let me see if there's any other ones like that. That's probably killing actually also. No, except if she gets released on this one, she can go to chemo on the other one. Yeah, let's see. Everything else the same as it is for you. Good morning. Can I start now?
Yeah.
Okay. Good morning. This is the 5 a.m. initial appearance calendar for June 1st, 2026. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given this morning, on the first calendar of this month, which was at 2 a.m. this morning, shall apply to all matters on this calendar. Additionally, if you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. Okay. Now, I know that you were all in here when the tape was going on, so I hope you listened. But essentially, it's just, I'm going to go over what your charges are. I will determine what your release conditions, if you have them, and what those release conditions are. Now, what is important is that I'm not going to necessarily read each and every one of your release conditions, but you are responsible for each and every one of your release conditions. I am going to go over those highlights. Okay? So I want you to make sure that you do not lose your paperwork, because you are responsible for each and every one of those written release conditions. Okay, so we will go forward. Jessica Kian, please come to the podium. Michael Lee, please go to the chair. Hello, could you please state your name?
Jessica Quillen.
Okay, and hold on. Let me go all the way up. Now, you have 2 cases before me today. Number 1 and 2 on the docket. We'll do number 1 first. Again, could you please state your full name
Jessica Quillen,
and your middle name
Rose,
and your date of birth?
2/10/1999.
And that is the same name and date of birth I have on case number 2 on the docket. Going back to number 1, this is a case. This is a new Superior Court matter. It is one out of Maricopa County Superior Court. It is 1 count of possessing or using a narcotic drug as a class 4 felony. Happening today, I did find probable cause for this matter. I am going to appoint counsel to represent you. You have a status conference set on June 16th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on June 18th at 8:30 a.m. This is at downtown Phoenix at 175 West Madison Street at the South Tower. And I'm going to be releasing you on your own recognizance in this case. Let's look at your other case. This is actually a out-of-county warrant from Pima County Superior Court. Your underlying charges are 1 count of possessing or using a narcotic drug as it just says felony or misdemeanor. 1 count of possessing or using a drug paraphernalia as felony or misdemeanor. Your offense date on that was 1/29 of 2025. I'm not going to order anything regarding counsel. I cannot order or any counsel regarding another jurisdiction. You do have an arraignment in that case on June 4th at 8:30 a.m., and that would be at Pima County Superior Court. You have a secured appearance bond in that case for $1,000. All right. So now the thing is that you still have your case here in Maricopa County. So most likely you'll be transported to Pima, and then so you'll get paperwork regarding the phone number to the public defender's office. So you make sure that you try to get in touch. Also, if you end up getting transported to Pima and you end up having to stay there, write Maricopa County Court. Okay. Also keep all your records about like when you like how long before you were at and so forth. Okay.
So I will be staying in custody?
I do. Well, you have a $1,000 bond for your Pima County warrant, but I released you regarding the Maricopa County warrant.
I understand.
Okay. So, but you do still have court here. So hopefully you can maybe go take care of your Pima County and then come back here for your arraignment, which is on, like for our court, you have your arraignment on June 16th.
Okay.
Okay. So you don't want to you want to make sure that you show up for your June 16th court, or at least you want to let the court know that you're still in Pima County.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Just wish you well.
Bye.
Michael Lee, please come to the podium. Jeremy Babcock, please go to the chair. Hello, sir. Could you please state your full name?
Michael James Lee,
And your date of birth?
9380.
Thank you. You have a warrant out of Pinal County Superior Court, and the underlying charges are 1 count of a dangerous drug violation as a felony and 1 count of drug paraphernalia, possessing or using drug paraphernalia as a felony. The offense date on those are November 19th of 2024. I'm not making an order regarding counsel. Of course, you have a right to have counsel. If you can always ask to have counsel when you go to Pinal County. It's just that I don't have the power to appoint counsel in a different jurisdiction.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. You have an arraignment set on June 4th at 8:30 a.m. at Pinal County Superior Court. You have a secured appearance bond, in this case in the amount of $3,500.
Okay.
But a secured appearance bond means that you can use a bonding company to help you make that bond.
Okay.
Right? If you go to your left, you'll get that paperwork.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. What did the interpreter get sent for? What did you get on? Sure. Which case was that for? Which type of an interpreter for the next service? Oh, it's just number 3? Okay. We need to take number 3 next. Mr. Gordon, because we have the interpreter for his case available? Yeah. Look at this.
I don't sign. I'm just deaf. I just read lips.
Okay, so do we just,
Your Honor, I don't know if he can see you. If you want to move him closer to my screen, he may be able to read my lips. I don't know.
why don't we just ask, okay. Which lips do you see best?
Yeah.
Mine or the one on, or her? Can you read my lips better?
I see your lips, yes.
Yeah.
Closer to the screen.
Do you want to bring that? No, sir, stay where you are. Oh, bring him closer. Oh, okay.
I just see your lips, yes, I can understand you, yes.
Okay. Then, he never, he obviously didn't hear anything about the tape or anything.
Yeah, well, first good.
Do we go over the tape? You can't hear it. So. Okay. All right. So this is your initial appearance. And I'm going to go over your charges with you and your court date and your release conditions.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, I can understand.
could you please state your full name?
Jacob. Jacob Gordon, Gordon.
Is your middle name Ashley?
Yes.
And what is your date of birth?
8/9/1975.
Okay. Now you are being charged with 1 count of possessing or using a dangerous drug as a class 4 felony, 1 count of possessing or using a narcotic drug as a class 4 felony, and 1 count of possessing or using drug paraphernalia as a class 6 felony.
I was in possession of a
Okay. It's best for you not to talk about the case. Look at this. It is best for you not to talk about the case because what's being done here today is being recorded. And it could be used against you later at a different hearing that could find you guilty. Do you understand? Okay. And maybe it would be best for you to still, since you're it'd be best for you to watch her so that you can just concentrate on one person's lips. Okay. Now, I do find that because of the amount of different paraphernalia, I do believe, and I did find probable cause for a possession or use of drug paraphernalia. However, I did not find probable cause for either dangerous drugs or narcotic drugs because the substance was not tested. And without a test, I can't decide, we can't determine whether it was narcotic drugs or dangerous drugs. But because there is, I am finding probable cause for drug paraphernalia, I still have to find release conditions. And also, those other charges do not get dismissed. It is just that they are something that had I found no probable cause for any of the charges, I would have to have released you, but you still would have had to come to court because it does not dismiss the charges. Now, I am going to appoint, okay. I am going to appoint counsel to represent you, and that person will help you, with your case. Now, you are going to have a status conference on June 16th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on June 18th at 8:30 a.m. Do you have the date?
Yes.
Okay. That will be at downtown Phoenix. That will be at the South Court Tower at 175 West Madison Street. I am going to release you on your own recognizance. That's your promise to appear for court. However, you are
Sat down, we would get dressed on foot. Is there any way to do North Phoenix Court?
no,
Like you can do 40th Street? No,
no, it has to be that court.
not even a shade one.
I'm sorry, it has to be that court.
Yes.
You are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. You are not to initiate contact with the arresting officers. You are not to possess or consume any drugs without a valid prescription. You are not to drive a motor vehicle. Okay. Well, you're not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. Do not leave the state. And you must notify the court of any new address. And most important is to show up for court. All right? Okay. Okay, then thank you so much. I really appreciate your
Thank you.
your help.
Thanks, Your Honor. Have a good rest of your day.
You too.
Bye.
Then we will go back to Michael Lee, please come to the podium. Jeremy Babcock, please go to the chair.
Michael?
Yeah, Michael Lee. Did we? Oh, I think we did Michael Lee, maybe. No, we didn't, because it's still lit up, but yeah, we actually did him, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, we took care of him. Jeremy Babcock, please come to the podium. Luis Serrana, please go to the chair. Hello, sir.
Hello, ma'am. Jeremy Babcock, 61079.
Thank you. And your middle name is Ray, correct?
Right, correct.
All right. Now, I have two cases for you, number 4 and 5 on the docket. And we'll just start with number 4. Let me see if they're both. And they both have the same name and date of birth. So going back to number 4, it is a warrant out of Goodyear Municipal Court. It is for 1 count of knowingly displaying a false license plate as a misdemeanor. I am not going to issue an order regarding counsel. It is a different jurisdiction. I can't appoint counsel in a city court because we're a superior court. However, if you feel that you need an attorney, you can ask the court to see whether or not that's something that would be appropriate for you. Oh, wait a minute. Since I'm going to, because I am doing a placeholder though.
I didn't hear you, ma'am.
Well, on your other case, here, let's go to your other case first. On this case, so number 5 on the docket, like I said, same name and date of birth that we've just already mentioned, that you have 1 count of possessing a weapon by prohibited person as a class 6 felony. I'm going to appoint counsel to represent you. You have a status conference set on June 8th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on June 10th at 8:30 a.m. That is at in downtown Phoenix at 175 West Madison Street, and I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $5,000. You are not to possess any weapons, do not to possess any, or consume any drugs without a valid prescription, do not drive a motor vehicle without a valid license, do not leave the state, and you must notify the court of any new address. Now, because I'm fixing a bond on this case, Now, there's two things I can do. One, we could just, I had initially just issued, like, was ORing you, like giving you just, you promised to appear for the city court case. But if we do that, you may still be in custody on this case, and then they may not transport you to Goodyear.
That's fine. I'm trying to go ahead and make bond.
So you think you can make bond in the other one?
I'm making the bonds for this.
Oh, okay, then.
I'm trying to get it all taken care of.
Then I will release you, then on the number 4, I will make that OR.
So I've got OR on the,
Then I will, yeah, I'll change that back to what I had it initially.
okay, and
Okay.
then for the Goodyear charge,
But
that,
Goodyear, I'll leave that as your promise to appear back to court. Okay?
okay. So what do I have to pay then today?
But the other one, the detention officers can help you with that.
I'm sorry, ma'am, I'm hard to
So
hear.
detention officers can help you with it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay?
But I'll,
But I think maybe I was just.
but on the case that I have for here, that is.
Because the one thing that I have here is talks about an OSC, but this is a, maybe the underlying is not really displaying, but since I didn't necessarily see it, that's why I was making an OR. So we'll keep it the way I initially had made it. Since sounds like he's going to be able to make bond in the other case, then it makes sense to make the other one an OR. I apologize. Okay, because he is making bond, he wants to be released OR, and that was my original.
Okay, this one is ready for one.
Oh, is that, no, remember we just changed it to a placeholder, so you reprinted it?
Yeah, you want me to reprint it again?
Go back to the OR. I don't know, do you have the original paperwork, or do you, they tore up the original paperwork?
Am I reprinting?
Okay, yes, let me see, does it state OR now? I think I hit this. Then please, yes, reprint number 4. I just signed it. But yes, however, if you weren't able to make that bond on the, the $5,000 bond, then if you were still in custody, then there's going to be an issue with being able to get to Goodyear. Do you understand?
Oh, okay, I'm a little confused.
Okay, hold on, let's not.
Yeah, but I get an OR bond for the gun.
No,
Okay,
you have a $5,000 bond
for that.
for the gun.
And then Goodyear's OR.
Goodyear's OR.
Okay, that's fine still. I mean, that's just $500 I have to pay. So that's
Well,
5%.
no,
or
you can
10%.
work with a bonding company, but it's still $5,000. So you have to, so it's a lot of bonding companies are 10%, but that I can't guarantee you that.
Okay, I mean, that's fine. I've got,
Okay, and you have to have collateral for the rest.
yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I've got 2 houses. So.
Oh, good. Okay, then.
That's what I'm trying to figure out which one I've got a bond on.
Okay, no problem. But yet you have a bond on the Superior Court matter.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
All right. Hold on. Oh, okay. Thank you. Since we were going back and forth, I'm not sure. Let me go back to make sure that we are set. Okay, so going to the Goodyear matter, you have the knowingly displaying fictitious plates. I'm not issuing an order regarding counsel. You have an arraignment at Goodyear Municipal Court on June 17th at 1 p.m. and I am releasing you on your own recognizance. On the number 5 on the docket, you have new charges for 1 count of possessing a weapon by a prohibited person as a Class 6 felony, and I found probable cause for that charge. I am appointing the Maricopa County Public Defender's Office to represent you. You have a status conference set on June 8th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing on June 10th at 8:30 a.m., and that will be at the Southport Tower in downtown Phoenix. And that will be a bond of $5,000. Okay? All right. So then, yes, if you go to the left, you'll get your paperwork.
Thank you.
Luis Arona? Hello, sir.
Hello.
Can you please state your full name?
Luis Antonio Rona,
All right, and your date of birth?
5/24/03.
All right, now I have actually 4 cases
4 cases.
for you today. And they are number 9, 10, 19, and 20. And 2 of them are, here, let's go, just go make it easier. It's like, number 9 is for, great. Yes, I have a placeholder. Yes. Okay. On number 9, it is for a new municipal court case in El Mirage Municipal Court. Your charges are 1 count of shoplifting as a class 1 misdemeanor and 1 count of shoplifting removal of goods as a class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for those charges. I did find you indigent, and I'm also going to be holding you with a bond. So therefore, if you're to remain in custody, the court should appoint you counsel at the next court date. Just actually regarding the bond amount, actually, although the court can decide if they wanted to decide to have you represent them, to have you represented on the underlying charge as well. If they don't, you could actually ask the court for that. Regarding number 10, it is new charges for 1 count of possessing or using dangerous drugs as a class 4 felony and 1 count of possessing or using drug paraphernalia as a class 6 felony. I'm going to appoint counsel to represent you. You have a status conference set on June 8th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing on June 10th at 8:30 a.m. I am going to set a bond in this case in the amount of $500 because you're also on probation for 2 other cases. On number 19, you have a warrant for violating your probation, or maybe it's a teletype. It's basically the fact that you're committing a new crime that they're having you basically page 2'd. So in this case, it is for violating your probation. I'm going to appoint counsel to represent you. Your probation revocation hearings on June 8th at 8:30 a.m. and I'm setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. If you do bond out, be sure to contact your probation officer within 72 hours.
Yes, ma'am.
On your next case, which is 20, on the docket, it is a warrant for violating probation. I am going to appoint counsel to represent you, and you have probation revocation hearings on the same date and time as the other case, which is June 8th at 8:30 a.m. And I'm also setting it for the same amount for $500. So that's where it's going to go in 500, 500, 500. And then because I was keeping you in on the Superior Court matters, I was concerned about you not just getting lost in the system. And that's why I set a $50 bond on you for the El Mirage case.
Thank you.
Okay? All right. So if you can just go to your left, we'll get your paperwork. Jose Morales? Yes, please come to the podium. Could you please state your full name?
Jose Morales.
And your middle name is Francisco?
Yeah.
Your date of birth?
October 6, 2003.
That was 03?
Yeah, October 6.
And you have a warrant for violating your probation. I'm going to appoint counsel to represent you. You have probation revocation hearings on June 8th at 8:30 a.m. That is, your hearing would be at downtown Phoenix, but at 201 West Jefferson. I'm setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $100. I'm affirming the bond that was already in place. Okay. If you do get released, be sure to contact your probation officer within 72 hours.
So just a $100 bond?
It's a $100 bond.
All right.
Okay? And again, make sure you contact your probation officer within 72 hours, because that's what's one of the things they're saying that you violated, was the fact that you didn't have contact with your probation officer.
All right.
Okay, so good you left. Veronica Wilczynski. You can tell me how it's pronounced when you come up here. And Cody Landwehr, please go to the door. And hello, could you please state your name?
Veronica, Veronica Maria Wilczynski,
Thank you. And your date of birth?
7/30/1993.
And that is the same name and date of birth I have on two cases, number 6 and number 14 on the docket. Going back to number 6, it is for new charges. 1 count of possessing or using dangerous drugs is a class 4 felony. 1 count of possessing or using narcotic drug is a class 4 felony. And 1 count of possessing or using drug paraphernalia is a class 6 felony. Now, on the possessing or using a narcotic drug, I did not find probable cause. On the other 2 counts, I did find probable cause. Okay, it was just the fact that it was tested in, basically, I found no probable cause as to 1 of those counts. That doesn't get it dismissed, so it still has to be fought, but I just haven't found probable cause. Maybe there's some information that because I only read the Form 4. I don't have a police report or anything. And I know they haven't done, I have to field test. So maybe when they have lab tests, maybe there will be narcotic drug, but from what I have, I didn't see any probable cause regarding the narcotic drug aspect to it. Okay? Now, I am going to appoint counsel to represent you. You have a status conference set on June 16th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on June 18th at 8:30 a.m. And that will be at the South Court Tower. Now I'm going to be releasing you on supervised release with pretrial services, basically for you to be supervised by your assigned adult probation officer, and you need to report to them within 72 hours. All right? In your other case, as I stated, we've already gone over your name and date of birth, and that is a warrant for violating this is a warrant for violating probation. I'm going to appoint counsel to represent you. You have probation revocation hearings set on June 8th at 8:30 a.m., and I'm going to be releasing you in the same situation. I'm going to release you on pretrial services to be supervised by your assigned adult probation officer, and so you need to contact them within 72 hours. Okay, if you go to your left, you'll get that paperwork. Let's see. Okay, thanks. What is this case? That was the city case, though. Okay. Cody Landwehr, please come to the podium. Leopoldo Aguirre Sanchez, please go to the chair.
Oh, my name is Cody Landwehr. My birthday is 7/7/91.
Thank you. Now you have a new case out of Peoria Municipal Court. It is for 1 count of disobeying an order or mandate of the court as a class 1 misdemeanor. Since it is a city court, I'm unable to appoint counsel to represent you. Now you have an arraignment set in this case on June 22nd at 9 a.m. in Peoria Municipal Court. Now I'm going to be releasing you on your own recognizance. However, I have just read the victim's statement. It doesn't necessarily actually discuss release conditions, although I believe that they are concerned, or this gentleman is very concerned about you having any contact with them.
I don't
Now,
want to have
okay.
any contact with
All
them.
right, just letting you be aware.
Yes,
You are not to go to that place.
to
at
my
all.
house.
Okay, well, I guess what, you cannot go back
I
to that house.
understand that now. That's what
Okay.
they kind of explained to me earlier,
All
but I do have a question. So she moved out in May 6th, May 5th, May 6th, one of the two,
You would,
and disappeared, went to Tucson, and then 2 weeks later, she brought her car back, parked it in front of my driveway.
you would
took
need to go
off.
back to the car. You have an order of protection or whatever there, you have orders.
Yes.
You would need to go back to the court to show proof that, hey, look, this person no longer is there. And then they would have to have a hearing about it.
I do
To
have
change
a
This moment,
hearing scheduled. I'm just waiting to hear back from the courts. I've turned the paperwork in on.
I will tell you right now, it's better not to really talk about the case because whatever you say here could actually still be used against you later on.
Yeah, I just had a question.
Okay, well, I can't answer those questions because I can't give you legal advice.
Sounds good.
All right? But I will tell you, my orders are that you are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime.
Okay.
Okay, obviously, if another court later on says you can, but at this moment, you cannot go back there.
Okay.
You are not to initiate contact with any alleged victim. You are not to have any physical contact with any alleged victim.
No.
You are not to initiate contact with the arresting officers. You're not to possess or consume any drugs without a valid prescription. You're not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. Do not leave the state. You must notify the court of any new address. You must submit to the DNA testing at the arresting police department. You must submit to a tinprint. Oh, wait a minute. No, this is city. Dang it. Did we take off the DNA testing? Dang it. Did I? Okay. You don't have to do DNA testing for city cases. So I took that off.
Okay.
All
I
right.
know after I get out of here, I'm heading straight to Peoria's courthouse.
Well, no, you
Do
don't.
paperwork.
Okay, well, obviously if that's for something else, but to this court, you have an arraignment at Peoria in court on June 22nd at 9 a.m.
Okay.
Okay? All right, but the main thing is that you need to stay away from the individual that you
That's
understand who it
perfect.
is.
That's
Okay?
perfect, because
So
I
just
don't
stay
want
away
to have
from
any
them.
contact with her
All right.
anyways.
Okay, well, they are reprinting that up, so you get to your left and you get the paperwork.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Leopoldo Aguirre Sanchez to the podium. Is Anthony Flynn here or is Anthony Flynn in the back? Because it said that I thought he was going to be one of the house calls. Okay, I thought I put him all the way down to the bottom. Okay. All right, so, Leopoldo, okay, that's just, could you, let's go. Sir, can you please state your full name?
Leopoldo Aguirre Sanchez.
Can you repeat that?
Leopoldo Aguirre Sanchez.
All right. Date of birth?
May 1st, 2000.
All right. Now, you are being charged with one count. Okay, you have two cases before me today, number 16, 17 on the docket. On number 16, you have one count of possessing or using narcotic drug as a class 4 felony, and one count of possessing or using drug paraphernalia as a class 6 felony. I did find probable cause for these charges. I am going to appoint counsel to represent you. You have a status conference set on June 16th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on June 18th at 8:30 a.m. That is at the South Court Tower. I'm going to be releasing you on pretrial services, and that for you to be supervised by an assigned counsel, by an assigned adult probation officer. You're not to possess weapons. Oh, hold on. That's because I thought you were in probation. You're not to possess or consume any drugs without a valid prescription. You're not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. Do not leave the state, and you must notify the court of any new address.
Okay.
Are you currently on probation?
Yes.
Oh, that's why I have this here.
Yes.
You must contact your probation officer within 72 hours.
Mm.
Okay, on your other case, it is a warrant for violating your probation. I am going to be appointing counsel to represent you. You have probation revocation hearings set on June 8th at 8:30 a.m. And you need to report to pretrial I'm going to have you be released on pretrial services to be supervised by your assigned adult probation officer. And again, you must report to that probation officer within 72 hours.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
Yes.
Yeah, if you go to your left, you'll get that paperwork.
Thank you.
So we do still have, well, Jacob, we did. Correct, Jacob Gordon? No. Is there a house call?
Yes.
That's number 8, Anthony Flynn?
Yes.
Okay, so we still have, though, Ariadna Lamas. Okay, so we still have the last interpreter, please. For the Espanol. I just did. Yeah. Then let's get Ariadna. Ariadna Lamas Bustos. And Jacob Gordon was the gentleman that was deaf. Yes. I can recognize that. Oh, you know what? This actually also has DNA on this one. Gotta take it off.
The judicial branch provides assistance to the victims of crime. Victims are often entitled to restitution.
Okay. Hello, are you there? Interpreter?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Oh, great, thank you.
Buen
Could
día,
you
¿quieres
please,
interpretar la llamada?
and thank you, can you please state your name and your badge number for the record?
Sure. My name is Jocelyn, and my ID is 6487.
Thank you. Go to and just to let you know before we start, I'm just going to state all of the charges together, rather than just do one charge at a time. If you prefer me just to do one charge, one count, and then stop while you read it, I can do that, whichever you prefer.
Well, we can do, if they're long, you can do like 3.
There's 3 of them. I know that sometimes
they're okay.
I couldn't hear you. I think I'll just read the 3 of them, and then you can repeat the 3 of them. Okay?
Perfect. Go ahead.
Is that acceptable? Hello?
Yes. Go ahead. Mhm.
Okay, then, can you please
Yeah,
state your full name?
Oh.
Could you please state your full name?
¿Puede decir su nombre completo?
Ariadna Berenice Llamas Bustos.
Thank you. Can I please have your date of birth?
Junio 10 de
Fecha de
1983.
nacimiento. Okay. Una vez más, por favor, junio 10.
De 1983.
June 10, 1983.
Thank you. Now, you have a new case out of Peoria Municipal Court.
Usted tiene un caso de Tribunal Municipal de Peoria.
You are being charged with 1 count of assault as a Class 1 misdemeanor, 1 count of disorderly conduct fighting as a Class 1 misdemeanor, and 1 count of criminal damage as a Class 2 misdemeanor.
Usted está siendo acusada de un cargo de agresión como delito menor de clase 1, un cargo de conducta desordenada, pelea, como posible delito menor y un cargo de daños criminales como delito menor de clase 2.
I'm finding probable cause for these charges.
Estoy encontrando causa probable para estos cargos.
I am finding you indigent, but I can't appoint counsel. Only the city court can do so. And I put down that you're to be appointed counsel at the next hearing.
La encuentro indigente, pero no puedo nombrar un abogado. Solo el tribunal de la ciudad puede hacerlo. Y anoto que se le asignará un abogado en la próxima audiencia.
Now you have an arraignment set in Peoria Municipal Court on June 22nd at 9 a.m.
Usted tiene una nueva conferencia programada para el Tribunal Municipal en Peoria para el 22 de junio a las 9 de la mañana.
I am going to release you on your own recognizance, which is your promise to appear for court.
Yo voy a liberarlo bajo su propia responsabilidad, que es una promesa de comparecer ante el tribunal.
Now, you cannot return to the scene of the alleged crime. You are not to initiate, I'm sorry, I'll stop there.
Usted no puede regresar a la escena del presunto crimen, no debe.
You are not to initiate contact with the alleged victim or victims.
Usted no puede iniciar contacto con la presunta víctima o víctimas.
You are not to have any physical contact with any alleged victim.
Usted no puede tener ningún contacto físico con ninguna presunta víctima.
You are not to initiate contact with the alleged complainant or witness.
Usted no puede o no debe iniciar contacto con el denunciante o testigo.
You are not to initiate contact with the arresting officers.
Usted no puede iniciar contacto o no debe iniciar contacto con los oficiales que realizaron el caso.
You are allowed 1 civil standby with law enforcement to collect your essential belongings.
Usted puede se permite en espera civil con las fuerzas del orden para recoger sus pertenencias esenciales.
You may not reside at the same location as any alleged victim.
Usted no puede residir en el mismo lugar que ninguna de la presunta víctima.
You are not to possess or consume any drugs without a valid prescription.
Usted no es un procesador ni consume ninguna droga sin receta válida.
Do not leave the state.
No puede dejar el estado.
And you must notify the court of any new address. That would be Peoria Municipal Court.
Usted debe notificar al tribunal de cualquier nueva dirección. Sería periodo tribunal municipal.
Tengo 2 hijos autistas que necesitan de mí para bañarse e ir a terapia. ¿Pueden estar conmigo ellos?
I have 2 autistic children. Can they be with me? So, because I need to take care of them, I need to take them a bath and like that.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear.
I have 2 autistic children, and they need me to get them baths and like that. So can they be with me?
That is not up to me. Right now, as I stated, you cannot have any contact with the alleged victim.
Please.
If
Eso no depende de mí ahora mismo. No puede tener ningún contacto con la víctima.
You may have to go to family court to work something out regarding custody issues. Or maybe somebody else can work out getting the children to work out visitation. That they can bring the children back and forth between the 2 of you. But at this moment, I do not do anything regarding custody issues.
Usted tendría que, puede que tenga que ir al tribunal de familia para resolver algo con respecto a los problemas de custodia, o tal vez alguien más pueda resolver el tema de los niños para establecer un régimen de visitas, pero pueden traer a los niños de un lado a otro entre ustedes 2. Pero de momento no hago nada con respecto a los problemas de custodia.
No, we're not doing that. Okay, no problem. I know that I tried to take them off. Okay. Then, yeah, if you go to your left, you'll be able to just go to your left, please. Okay. Anthony Flynn was unable to come into court because he was uncooperative because of behavioral issues. So I will just do his 2 cases, number 8 and number 15. Number 8, Anthony James Flynn, date of birth September 29, 1978. Number 15 has the same name and date of birth. Going back to number 8, it is a new Superior Court case. Charges is 1 count of possessing or using narcotic drug as a Class 4 felony, 1 count of possessing or using drug paraphernalia as a Class 6 felony.
Sorry,
this should actually.
Do you want me to?
I did actually have this completely cleared. Oh, dang it. Well, yeah, we can go off the record because we can, oh no, I'm sorry, I'm doing this, but this was supposed to be cleared out. I had written all, and I wrote all this stuff in here, which is now out. But found no PC not being tested. Oh, and no specific mission. I had something actually better than that. I don't remember what it was. Okay. Okay, so going on number 8, I found that there was no probable cause, and I have to release him. Number 15, it is a warrant for violating his probation. I am appointing counsel to represent him. His probation revocation arraignment in his possible disposition set on June 8th at 8:30 a.m. And I'm going to release him on his own recognizance of this. He's the conduct probation officer within 72 hours. Again, going to be number 8, just to look at it again. Let me go back to the summary. That was, I know that I just cleared out my notes that I had in it. So let me go back to what was, yeah, with the white powdery substance. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yes, I'm going to do the house calls for him. If there are any changes to number 8 or number 15, I will go back on the FTR and have those changes done. Thank you. This hearing is adjourned.
Thank you. Please be seated. This is the 8 a.m. calendar on June 1st, 2026. Orders are given on the first of the month regarding the taking of DNA and fingerprints. Those orders remain in effect today. What that means for you in the courtroom is this: not every single one of you has to give your DNA or your fingerprints. If you have to do that, those orders will be on your paperwork. My name is Commissioner Beck. I'm here to do a few things for you. Number one, I'm here to let you know why you're here. Number two, if you might be released. Number three, if you're going to be assigned an attorney. The vast majority of you will be assigned an attorney, which leads to my number one rule. Please don't talk about the facts of your case. Anything you say or do can be used against you. Everything in the courtroom is video recorded, so please don't talk about the facts of your case unless it's with your attorney. Second, I'm sure you're going to have a lot of questions for me. Unfortunately, I'm not your legal counsel, so I can't answer legal questions for you. So please save those types of questions for your attorney. Finally, you're going to hear about lots of different dates and different types of release conditions. You don't have to memorize all that stuff. All that information is going to be on your paperwork. That's why it's important to keep your paperwork and save it. Don't lose it. If you end up missing a court date or you don't follow a written court order, you could just end up back here. When it comes to those release conditions, when I see you in court, I'm only going to tell you about some of them, not every single one of them. So for a complete list of all your release conditions, please refer to your paperwork. Here's how the morning is going to go. I'm going to call your name. When I do, please go ahead and step up to the podium. The second name I call is going to sit on the chair next to the door. I'm now going to read the victim's rights advisement. If you're the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you're advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present in court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling, and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who's convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. Okay, please get Donnell Reed to the podium, Nicholas Dietz to the chair. Name and date of birth, please.
Donnell Reed, February 25th, 1981.
Thank you. You're here today on a failure to appear warrant and a Superior Court new case. Let me talk to you about your failure to appear warrant first. Okay. I'm not assigning you a new attorney. You're going to go back to your original attorney. Your next court date is June 11th in the Downtown Superior Court. On that case, you have a cash bond of $1,000. You also were arrested, though, on a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, Class 4 felony, and failure to obey a police officer, Class 2 misdemeanor. I found probable cause, and I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates for your new case are June 8th and June 10th in the Downtown Superior Court. So let me see, all three together, June 8th, 10th, and 11th. Those are your next court dates. Sir, because it's been alleged that you committed this offense while you were out on release on your failure to appear warrant, you're actually going to be held non-bondable at this time. So please don't try to pay that $1,000 cash bond, because we're not going to let you out because you're non-bondable on your new case. Do you have any questions for me, sir?
So you said I have a new case with the gun, you said?
Correct.
Are those the only ones? Because I thought they told me I had like 4 charges or something like that.
Sir, it's only 2 charges, so it's possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, Class 4 felony,
okay,
and failure to obey a police officer, Class 2 misdemeanor.
Failure to
obey a police officer, Class 2 misdemeanor. Those are the only 2 charges you have on your new charges.
Okay, and the failure to appear, that's that was for the DUI, right?
Correct.
Okay, all right.
Any other questions, sir?
And the lawyer, because you said I was going to sign the same lawyer.
So you're going to go back to Mr. Daner as your original defense attorney. That's who you had before.
Okay,
but I don't know if you're going to still have him on your new case, though. So you might get a new attorney for all your cases combined.
Okay, because that's fine. Because I was just wondering, because when I first had the DUI case, I ended up going through I had 2 different lawyers before I got to the last guy, so I wasn't sure which one you were talking about.
It's going to be it might be Mr. Daner, but because you picked up a new case, it might be a new person now. Plus, that case is from 2 years ago, so,
Which, the DUI one?
yeah.
Yeah, and I just wanted to address the court, like, I wasn't trying to run from that case. I was just wanted to show the judge that it was isolated, and since then, I've been living, I've had the same apartment for 2 years, the same job for 2
Understood,
years.
sir. So that, I can't pass that along to the judge, but next time you see him, that's something you can tell him, all right?
Oh, okay, I'm sorry,
No worries.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be your judge
Okay.
after today. All right, sir, if you want to please go ahead and step to your left for your paperwork. Nicholas Dietz to the podium. Name and date of birth, please.
Nicholas Dietz, 7/10/95.
Thank you. You're here today on 2 probation violation warrants. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is going to be June 8th in the Downtown Superior Court. You have 2 secured appearance bonds of $250, so it's a grand total of $500 secured appearance bonds for both of your probation violation matters. If you're able to bond out on both cases, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. The most important thing, if you bond out, you got to contact your PEO within 3 days. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, you said my next court date's when?
June 8th.
So if I don't bond out, I'll
You're gonna be in until June 8th if you can't bond out.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No.
All right, thank you. Please go ahead and step to your left for your paperwork. For the last individual, I'm gonna visit him back at his cell. He poses a risk of harm to himself or to others. To Sean Jones, date of birth 11/11/1997, here on a Superior Court new case. He's been arrested for armed robbery, Class 2 felony, burglary in the second degree, Class 3 felony, theft, Class 3 felony, criminal trespass, a Class 3 misdemeanor. I found probable cause and I'm assigning an attorney. His next court dates are June 8th and June 10th in the Downtown Superior Court, setting a secured appearance bond of $75,000. If he's able to bond out, he's going to be on supervised release, not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. After visiting with him back at his cell, if I'm to make any changes to these release conditions, I'll come back on the record to make those changes. And this will conclude the 8 a.m. calendar.
You're blowing off the horn.
Nice to see you today, sir. How we doing?
You're well, sir. How about you?
Oh, another glorious day in this Pima County Hilton. We got a nice list today, though.
I know, I'm excited about it.
I know. It kind of got me worked up when I saw it, and I saw your name doing first. I'm like,
I'm sure.
you ready to get it started?
Sure, yeah.
All right, Mendoza's going to be first, and then we'll go right on down this list.
Good morning to Bill and Abigail. How y'all doing?
Doing well, Judge. How about yourself?
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is the Spanish interpreter. May the court confirm if there's any Spanish speakers requiring the interpreter?
Yeah. Officer Horn, are we sure there's no Spanish speakers today?
Correct, Your Honor. We asked, and nobody said they needed one.
All right. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you, Your Honor. Interpreter will disconnect.
All right. Mr. Mendoza? Daniel Mendoza?
Yes, sir. I'm Daniel Antonio Mendoza.
Mendoza, you're just here for a review hearing on a Nogales court case. We just want to make sure that once your Pima County cases are resolved, you're not floating around in the Pima County jail, okay? So I'm going to set another review hearing for June 30th at 9 a.m. Again, just to make sure that once your Pima County cases are done, you either leave the jail because you're in Nogales or you leave the jail because your bond is quashed. All right, sir?
I have a question. How much is my bond for the Nogales case?
I don't know. Let me look.
Thank you, sir.
You're home. Sir, it looks like $500.
Okay, that's fine. Because after my case here in Pima County, I was wondering if I pay the bond before, because they might give me probation on my other case.
Yeah, so
If I pay the bond. Yeah,
one-
sorry about that.
once your Superior Court case is resolved, I mean, listen, man, you could post them. You've got two bonds. No, you got two bonds and a hold without bond. You got a probation violation, hold without bond, a $5,000 bond on a felony case, and then the Nogales $500 bond. Right now, you post any bonds, you're not going to be released. So you're just throwing away money. But once
Okay.
your Superior Court cases are resolved, if you want to post your Nogales bond and head to Nogales on your own, you can do that absolutely.
All right, yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I was wondering about that.
All
I
right, sir.
appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Good luck, sir.
All right, thank you.
You said June 30th.
June 30th?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Did we lose Abigail?
Oh.
Do you want to email
I think-
her? We'll email her and figure out what's going on. We're going to do misdemeanor. Boyer, yeah.
Come on. Grab chairs. Yes. Sir.
Officer Horn, do we have all the misdemeanors in the courtroom?
We're missing a few, Your Honor, just because they're statuses.
All right. For those of you who are present, let me go over a few things before we begin. This is the time set for your initial appearance. We're going to go over your charges as well as your conditions of release. Before we do that, know that I've reviewed information from law enforcement as well as pretrial services if they spoke to you. Also know that you are presumed innocent. You have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be used against you. Your name, please, sir?
Victor?
All right. Is it Mr. Acuna?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Acuna, I am seeing you on charges of disorderly conduct, sir. Sir, if I order you to have no contact with the alleged victim and not go back to her residence or workplace, however, you may go back once with a law enforcement escort to pick up any required belongings. Will you agree to that, sir?
Yes.
All right, so then I'm going to release you on your promise to appear with those conditions, sir. No contact with the alleged victim. You may not go back to her residence or workplace except for one time to get any required belongings. Your next court date, sir, is going to be June 30th at 9 a.m. And with that, sir, you are excused.
Okay, thank you.
Dylan Galloway. Outside, sir, or left hand side? Galloway.
Your name, please.
Dylan Galloway.
Mr. Galloway, I am seeing you on charges of disorderly conduct and criminal damage.
Yes.
Mr. Galloway, I am going to release you on your promise to go to court. Will you go to court, sir, on June 30th?
Yes.
All right, sir. So June 30th at 9 a.m. in front of Judge Steele. It's Pima County Justice Court. And with that, sir, you are excused.
Leave.
Brandon Hall. All the way out, sir, or left hand side?
Your name, please.
Brandon Hall.
All right, Mr. Hall, I am seeing you on charges of disorderly conduct and assault. 1 second, sir. Sir, if I order you to have no contact with the alleged victim and not go to their residence or workplace, will you agree, sir?
Yes, sir.
Do you need any belongings that happen to be at their residence?
No, sir.
All right. Then, sir, I'm going to release you on your promise to go to court. You're going to have court June 24th at 10 a.m. in Marana City Court. With those conditions, sir, no contact with the alleged victim and do not go to their residence or workplace. All right, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, you're excused.
Thank you.
Harrison.
Your name, please, sir.
William Harrison.
Harrison, give me 1 second to review what's going on here, sir. All right, sir, I'm seeing you here on a failure to appear or comply from a Pima County Justice Court case. There was an ACIC warrant listed for your arrest with a $1,500 bond. I'm going to honor that request, sir, impose that bond. Set court, sir, for June 2nd. That's tomorrow at 1 p.m. And I'm going to appoint an attorney for you to assist you. It'll be Mr. Jeff Grinkowicz, sir.
Okay.
Let me finish typing this in, sir, and then you are. All right, so you are free to go. Thank you, sir.
Ready.
Jordan.
Your name, please.
Joseph Jordan.
All right, Mr. Jordan, I'm seeing you on a handful of cases, sir. I'm seeing you on some justice court cases, a city court case, as well as a Marana City Court case. Let me begin with the Marana case, sir. On the Marana case, this is a driving on a suspended license, sir. I'm going to hold you on a $500 bond. Set court for today at noon and appoint Janet Altschiller to represent you on these charges. On your two justice court cases, sir, one of them is a failure to appear or comply with the charge of shoplifting. I'm going to hold you on a $500 cash or secured bond. Set court for tomorrow at 1 p.m. and appoint Jeff Grinkowicz to represent you on that case as well, sir, as the other justice court case, which is for possession of drug paraphernalia. Same bond amount, sir, $500. Set court tomorrow, June 2nd at 1 p.m. And again, like I said, appoint Jeff Grinkowicz to represent you on those charges. On the city court case, sir, I'm seeing you on charges of criminal trespass, criminal damage, disorderly conduct. Same bond amount, sir, $500. No contact with any alleged victim. I'm going to appoint the city PD on these charges and set this court case, sir, for June 10th at 1:30 p.m. in front of Judge Hale. And with that, sir, let me enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf for the city court case, sir. And with that, sir, you are excused.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Your name, please?
Lisa Luttrell.
All right, Mr. Luttrell, I'm seeing you on some justice court charges, ma'am, as well as city court charges. I also believe that you are in the Pima County Jail on a probation violation. Let me double check that, ma'am. That's correct. Okay. So, ma'am, on your justice court case, it is for charges of possession of paraphernalia. Now, I'm going to appoint Jeff Brinkowicz to represent you, set court for June 2nd, that's tomorrow at 1 p.m., and hold you on a $500 cash as secured bond, just so that you're getting time credit, ma'am, since you're going to be in the Pima County Jail anyway, okay?
Okay.
On your city court case, though, ma'am, I'm going to release you, not to be cruel, but to set a non-transport review hearing and appoint the city PD's office to represent your interests. That hearing's going to be on July 17th at 9 a.m. in front of Judge Klotz. Again, you don't need to be present at that time, ma'am, especially if you're still in custody. If you do bond out of your cases or are released, you should go to court on July 17th. But if you're not able to do so, the city PD's office will represent your interests at that time, at that hearing, for the paraphernalia charges of city court. Okay, ma'am?
Okay.
Your excuse. Thank you, ma'am.
Walker.
Hello,
Your name, please?
Rosalinda Walker.
Ms. Watcher, I am seeing you on charges of criminal damage.
Okay.
Ma'am, if I order you to have no contact with the alleged victim and not to return to the incident location, will you agree to that? I'm going to release you then, ma'am, on your promise to go to court. It's going to be in Oro Valley City Court, June 24th at 10:30 a.m. With those conditions, ma'am, no contact with the alleged victim. Do not go to the incident location, okay?
Except for to get my stuff with the police officer, right?
I'm sorry, say it again, ma'am.
To get my stuff with the police officer, correct?
I will allow you to return once with a law enforcement escort to pick up any required belongings, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Bell?
Hey, JL, we need to see Mr. Harrison again. Sorry, sir. Hold on.
Harrison?
Yeah, the individual who I said had a warrant for his arrest.
Let me grab him, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Harrison.
That's the only thing I saw him on, right?
Oh, no.
Mr. Harrison?
Yes.
This is the first for me. Hold on, sir. All right, sir. I told you earlier I was seeing you on charges of disorderly conduct and third-degree criminal trespass. The clerk's office has just let me know that it looks like this warrant was earlier quashed and the case was closed. So it looks like to me you are here on a mistake because the warrant, while the case was closed, the warrant was never quashed. So I'm going to quash the warrant, sir, and release you. I would suggest, although I won't order you to do this, I would suggest, sir, that you contact Pima County Justice Court to make absolutely sure that this case is resolved and there's nothing else to do, sir, on these charges. Hey, Nabil, will you write down this case number for me?
Sure.
CR 24-001185.
1185.
Mr. Harrison, you have no future court dates. I am releasing you. I would just suggest, sir, that you go to the Pima County Justice Court sometime in the next week or two to make absolutely sure that there's nothing else that's outstanding on this case that I can't see right now that results in another warrant. Okay, sir?
Okay, I do have one question.
Yes, sir.
I was telling the officer when he arrested me that I have proof, I have a certificate that I went to a diversion class for this, and I have another paper when I went to the court that I even offered to show, but I still got arrested.
Yeah, the officer was relying on the warrant, sir. He wasn't going to adjudicate the warrant at that time. That's not his responsibility. This warrant, it looks to me like the warrant should have been quashed. If I'm wrong, then you're getting the benefit of the doubt. If I'm right, then I'll apologize on behalf of the court program of the courthouse, sir, that it was not quashed when it should have been quashed. So I'm going to release you, sir. As I said, I would just suggest you go to the courthouse to make absolutely sure that all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed, sir. Okay.
Sir.
All right, sir. You're excused, sir.
Here, let me get this.
Yeah, he's being released.
That's all right. Thank you.
Bell, come on.
Oh.
That's.
You said hail verbally, but I just want to be sure.
It should be hail.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be hail. Yeah, that wasn't part of it. All right, your name, please.
Sunflower Marie Bell.
Here.
I'm seeing you on city court charges. These charges, ma'am, are for failure to appears for crimes of shoplifting, criminal trespass, possession of paraphernalia, and possession of prescription drugs without a prescription. Ma'am, given the amount of failure to appears, I'm going to hold you on a $1,000 cash or secured bond. I'm going to set court, ma'am, for June 9th at 1:45 p.m. in front of Judge Mayhew and order you not to return to any incident location where you've been trespassed or where you're alleged to have shoplifted from. Okay, ma'am? I'm also going to appoint the city PD to represent you on these cases and enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. And with that, ma'am, you're excused.
Angel Helenes.
Your name, please?
Angel Helenes.
All right, Mr. Helenes. Mr. Helenes, I am seeing you, sir, on charges of assault, unlawful imprisonment, and disorderly conduct. Sir, if I order you to have not returned to their residence, will you agree to that?
Yes. I have one question, sir.
Sure.
What that residence is my home.
Okay.
She was just there.
But here's the orders right now, sir. If she's living there, you can't return. You can litigate this further with Judge Million in terms of asking her what release conditions, what living looks like. But if she's living there right now, you can't return there, okay? I'll allow you to return one time with a law enforcement escort to recover any belongings. If she leaves there, you can live there again. But for now, you can't go back, okay, sir?
Yes, I believe she did leave to her mom's house.
All right, well, again, when you go back with a law enforcement escort, if you see that she's gone, she's vacated, you can live there. The order doesn't say you can't go to the incident location. It says you cannot go to her residence or her workplace, okay?
Sir.
All right. Sir, I am also going to order that you surrender any weapons you own for the pendency of this case, that you not possess weapons. Otherwise, I'm going to release you on your promise to go to court. You're going to have court, sir, in front of Judge Million on July 7th at 1:30 p.m. Okay, sir?
Sir.
Enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. And with that, sir, you are excused.
Thank you.
Adrian Lopez. Sir, you're up, sir.
Your name, please, sir. Sir, are you Mr. Lopez?
Yes, sir.
One charge, sir, of disorderly conduct, domestic violence offense. Give me 1 second, sir. Sir, I'm going to release you on your promise to go to court. Will you go to court, sir, on July 7th at 1:30 p.m.?
Yes, sir.
So I am going to order that you not possess or consume any alcoholic beverages or illegal drugs. Understood?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. With that, then you are excused. Enter pleas of not guilty. All right, sir, you're excused. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Estamos al tío.
Your name, please.
Gustavo Salcido.
All right, Mr. Salcido, I am seeing you, sir, on charges of assault, criminal damage, and disorderly conduct. Sir, at this time, I'm going to hold you on a $1,000 cash and secured bond. Appoint the city PD's office to represent you. If you do post bond, order no contact with the victim. You may not go to their residence or workplace. You may return one time with law enforcement escort to pick up any required belongings. I'm also going to order that you not possess any firearms and surrender any firearms in your possession to TPD within 24 hours of your release, sir. I'm going to set court in front of Judge Millian on June 10th at 1:30 p.m. Appoint the city PD's office to represent you and enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. And with that, sir, you are excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, sir. Your name, please?
Sherry Williams.
All right, Ms. Williams. Ma'am, I am seeing you on charges of interfering with a judicial order as well as disorderly conduct. I also have a number of other city court cases in front of me, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm going to hold you on a $1,000 cash or secured bond. Order no contact with the alleged victim. Set court for June 10th at 1:30 p.m. in front of Judge Millian. Appoint your city PD's office to represent you. And consolidate, ma'am, these new charges with CMs 2201965, 220234446, 220233330, 2404370, 230092221, and 2403652. Ma'am, I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. And with that, ma'am, you are excused.
¿Sabes? Fourth one on the way back.
What's that name?
Speak to.
No, sure.
Judge, can I?
Yeah. Hey, Dale, what happened to Josie Bird?
Oh.
Josie Bird, who's a misdemeanor.
Oh,
She was a post release this morning, Your Honor.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right. Your name, please, sir.
Judge, can I get 1 moment to
Sure.
speak with Mr. Sean?
Yeah.
Thank you. Also, on this, we're gonna waive reading.
Thank you, Nabil. We ready?
Ready, Judge. Thank you.
Are you Jose Chavez?
Jose Chavez, yes.
Mr. Chavez, this is the time set for your initial appearance. You are presumed innocent. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to an attorney, sir. Mr. Biamani is going to assist you in this proceedings this morning. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you going further, sir. Sir, on these charges, the state's recommending a $75,000 bond. Nabil, did you want to be heard, sir?
Yes, Judge. So, understand nature of the charges. Mr. Chavez is only at level 1 on pretrial services, 2 and 2 on the NCA FTA scales. And I mean, he has no felony priors. He has no FTA history at all. He lives with his wife and kids. He has 3 children at home. He can return to home. He's a lifelong resident of Tucson. He would not be a flight risk. And considering his lack of criminal history, we'd ask for release to pretrial services. If the court still feels a bond is appropriate, we'd ask for a bond of no more than $25,000.
All right, Mr. Chavez, I'm going to impose a bond of $50,000 cash or secured. No contact with the alleged victim. You may not go to their residence, workplace, or more importantly, back to the incident location. You're going to have court, sir, on June 11th at 1:30 p.m. That's going to be in, right now, sir, it's scheduled to be in Pima County Justice Court. That's a preliminary hearing. I don't know if that's going to proceed or not. Stay in touch with your attorney, sir, to learn more about what to expect over the next 2 weeks. I'm also going to release you to pretrial services, sir, if you do post bond. And with that, sir, you are excused. Hey, Nabil, we got to move. Your name, please, sir?
Ibrahim Mudoti Tosh.
Okay, so I am seeing you right now on charges of weapons misconduct, disorderly conduct, and resisting arrest. This is the time set for your initial appearance. You are presumed innocent. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you on these charges, sir. You also have an attorney sitting next to you right now to assist you this morning. Sir, the state is recommending that I hold you on a $10,000 bond. Ms. Boyle, my inclination after reading the interim complaint was to release Mr. Coffey to pretrial services with orders not to possess any firearms and surrender any weapons and not to go back to the incident location. Did you want to be heard further, ma'am?
No, Your Honor, if that's your inclination, that's the state would just submit on our recommendation, but if that is your inclination, we understand that.
We'll throw that over the state's objection. So, Mr. Coffey, you're going to have court on June 22nd at 1:30 p.m. Contact pretrial when you leave the jail, sir. They'll let you know how often you should contact them. Reach out to your attorney, sir, in a day or two, and they will tell you what to expect over the next few weeks. With that, sir, you are excused. Your name, please. Ma'am, your name?
Lori Guth.
Jail Officer Horn, do we have all the felonies in the courtroom?
Yes, Your Honor, we do.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the time set for your initial appearance. You are presumed innocent. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. Mr. Bihamani is sitting next to you right now or will be soon to assist you this morning. I'm also going to be appointing counsel to go further on these cases. Before you come before me, let me tell you that we're going to go over your charges as well as conditions of release. I reviewed information from law enforcement as well as pretrial services, and I'm going to take argument from both the state and your attorney prior to imposing conditions of release. Ms. Guth, I am seeing you, ma'am, on charges of possession of a dangerous drug and possession of drug paraphernalia. Ma'am, the state's asking that I release you to pretrial services. Ma'am, have you heard of the STEPS program?
No, I have not.
Okay. So the STEPS program is a program run jointly between the county attorney's office and the courthouse. If you do drug treatment and counseling required by the courthouse, the state can dismiss your charges. Do you want to consider that program, ma'am?
Oh, yes, sir.
I'm going to set a STEPS screening, ma'am, on June 8th at 9 a.m. So, ma'am,
Okay.
Superior Court, June 8th, 9 a.m. Nabil is writing it down for you right now. If you don't go to that screening, ma'am, to see if you're eligible, this will simply be treated as a class 4 felony, okay?
Okay.
Nabil, do you
That's what I was wanting.
waive time on the PH?
Yes, we'll waive time.
Ma'am, I'm also going to set a preliminary hearing for July 16th. That court date's unlikely to go. Most importantly, go to that June 8th court date at 9 a.m., okay?
I sure will. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Morning, Judge.
Morning, sir. Your
All the
name?
way out, man. David Hester.
All right, Mr. Hester, I am seeing you, sir, on a warrant out of Texas. The state is asking that I hold you without the ability to post bond. There's allegations that you were on probation and violated probation, which resulted in the warrant. Pursuant to Arizona state law, I'm the warrant. Pursuant to Arizona state law, I'm going to do that. I'm going to hold you without bond, sir. I'm going to set a hearing on June 5th at 1:30 p.m. Appoint the legal defender's office to represent you in this fugitive warrant matter, sir. All right?
Okay. What am I getting charged with here?
Nothing, sir. I'm only seeing you on the.
Oh, okay.
That. We over the hearing on this matter, sir, on June 5th with the legal defender's office.
Okay.
You're excused. Your name, please, sir?
Nicholas Krieger.
Mr. Krieger, I am seeing you, sir, on charges of disorderly conduct with a weapon and unlawful imprisonment. State's asking for a $2,500 bond. To be admonished, do you want to be heard?
Yes, Judge. So Mr. Krieger is only 26 years old. He has no felony or misdemeanor priors. So meaning he also has no DV misdemeanor priors. One's across the board. And the victim, according to the pretrial services report, does not object to release or contact or return to living with her. Can I get one moment, please? And so, as I said, the victim doesn't object to release or return to housing, but if the court orders that he not return to the victim's housing, he would be able to live with his father who lives in town. So he would have separate. So we'd ask for release of pretrial.
Over defendant's objection, Mr. Krieger, and given the information in the interim complaint, I'm going to impose the warrant requested by the state of $2,500. Over the victim's objection, I'm going to order no contact with the alleged victim. You may not return to her residence, workplace, or the incident location. I'm going to appoint the PD's office to represent you, set court for June 11th at 1:30 p.m. and order you not to possess firearms while this case is pending and to surrender any firearms in your possession or ownership to TPD within 24 hours of your release, sir, if you do post bond. And with that, sir, you are excused.
Okay. Very good.
Lopez.
Your name, please, sir.
Cristobal Lopez.
Lopez, I am seeing you, sir, on charges of possession of a narcotic drug. Sir, you've now heard me go over the STEPS program. Do you want me to go over it again, sir?
Yeah, please.
Sure. So the STEPS program is a program run jointly between the Pima County Attorney's Office and the courthouse. It allows you to do treatment required by the court, and in exchange, the state can dismiss the charges against you. I'm seeing you on charges of possession of narcotic drugs. Are you interested in doing the STEPS program, sir?
Yeah, please. It's a good idea.
All right, I will set a STEPS hearing, sir, for June 8th at 9 a.m. in Pima County Superior Court. That's a screening, sir. If you don't go to that screening, this will be charged simply as a class 4 felony, okay?
All right. And we'll waive time for the PH.
Thank you. All right, PH on July 16th, sir. That court date is unlikely to go, sir. Stay in touch with your attorney, sir, the PD's office, once you're released, as well as pretrial services, and most importantly, go to that screening on June 8th, all right, sir? All right, so you're excused.
Ibarra.
Your name, please?
Rosa Ibarra.
Ms. Ibarra, I am seeing you, ma'am, on some felony charges as well as city court charges. I also see, ma'am, that you have a adult probation hold. The felony charges are for unlawful possession of paraphernalia and possession of dangerous drugs and narcotic drugs. Nabil, my inclination was to impose a $500 bond plus set of steps screening as required, as requested by the state. You have any objection?
No objection.
All right. So, ma'am, you've now heard of the STEPS program. Do you want to see if you're eligible for it?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Then I will impose bond of $500 cash or secured, set a preliminary hearing date for June 11th at 1:30 p.m. and appoint the PD's office, ma'am. On the city court matters, ma'am, I'm going to release you, not to be cruel, ma'am, but to set a non-transport review hearing and appoint the city PD's office to represent you. So they'll represent your interest, ma'am, on July 17th at 9 a.m. if you're still in custody, okay?
Okay.
Also enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf for the city court charges, ma'am. All right, ma'am, with that, you're excused.
Judge, what was the date for that city court case? Just so I can write it down.
It is July 17th. Let me double check. Yeah, July 17th, 9 a.m.
17th. Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sam.
That looks like it, Your Honor.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a good morning.
Thank you, Judge.
Same, sir.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot, it's gonna be a lot of work. I mean, at least for the most part. Well, you can step on that, it's what? You can step on 3 foot. Yeah. And go in the shield. Yeah. But it doesn't jump from 3 foot. Yeah. It's in limbo. Doesn't know where to go. We won't know. All right. Until I can do it. You gotta call them for that first level of people you talk with, down there. Yeah. They don't fix that, they didn't, you're not good enough to figure it out. No, that was somebody else. But.
Copy.
But they would at least, well, IDB are all the ones that are saying. Okay. And don't stand over, that's the one that's right? Yeah, all the ones that are stamped, all the ones that are being released, they're not gonna go back to ID. Yeah. No one's gonna stand that copy over to the process. Yeah. Okay. Cause this right here, this is the original, this is gonna go with the ID text. Okay. And then the second one is just gonna be a replica of the door card. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably take the processing area together. So. Okay. They're gonna put it to 2 o'clock. To 3 o'clock. If this stays like this all day, ooh, Chef Two's gonna have a rude awakening. Oh, yeah. Over there. Nope. Yeah, the 2 o'clock is pushed back to. That's just gonna happen. Yeah. Now, it's just starting to be caught up now, I think by the time. Hopefully this court doesn't prolong. If it prolongs into, starts getting close to 2 o'clock, then I'll go do the 2 o'clock document. Okay. Just so we're ready to go. At least you're not a lot of people. Yeah, I should see it worse. If they got a bond, yeah. Yeah, I guess you could say regardless, yeah, because since she's either non-bond, either she's gonna be on non-bondable or she's gonna have a bond. So yeah, I guess you can say either way. Yeah. Unless there's like a special day where they're released. Which it happens, like I've seen knocks get released. Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, shit. Well, because knocks aren't always just sex crime. It just be stuff from like years ago, maybe failed to register as a sex offender or I mean, a good majority of it is sex crimes against children, but not all. Thank you very much.
That's for the last guy.
Last one?
Yeah.
We got all my others. Paul, Richter, and Robert.
too close to a probation no, if you're on, you probably got released on PSA and committed another offense. Oh, no, no. Just the story. All right.
Thank you. Please be seated. This is the 11 a.m. calendar on June 1st, 2026. Orders are given on the first of the month regarding the taking of DNA and fingerprints. Those orders remain in effect today. We're starting at noon today because of the shield system going down at MCSO, and we are doing things manually, which is why our 11 a.m. calendar is starting a little bit later today. My name is Commissioner Beck. I'm here to do a few things for you. Number one, I'm here to let you know why you're here. Number two, if you might be released. Number three, if you're going to be assigned an attorney. The vast majority of you will be assigned an attorney, which leads to my number one rule. Please don't talk about the facts of your case. Anything you say or do can be used against you. Everything in the courtroom is video recorded. So please don't talk about the facts of your case unless it's with your attorney. Second, I'm sure you're going to have a lot of questions for me. Unfortunately, I'm not your legal counsel, so I can't answer legal questions for you. So please save those types of questions for your attorney. Finally, you're going to hear about lots of different dates and different types of release conditions. You don't have to memorize all that stuff. All that information is going to be in your paperwork. That's why it's important to keep your paperwork and save it. Don't lose it. If you end up missing a court date or you don't follow a written court order, you could just end up back here. When it comes to those release conditions, when I see you in court, I'm only going to tell you about some of them, not every single one of them. So for a complete list of all your release conditions, please refer to your paperwork. Here's how the afternoon is going to work. I'm going to call two names. The first name I call is going to come in the courtroom and stand in front of me at the podium. The second name I call is going to sit on that chair next to the door. And then we're going to keep on cycling through until the calendar is finished. I'm now going to read the victim's rights advisement. If you're the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you're advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present in court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defense attorney, to be heard before the court makes the decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling, and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who's convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. All right, please get Raekwon Hall to the podium, Jesse Morales to the chair. Name and date of birth?
December 19th, Raekwon Hall, December 19th, 1985.
Thank you. You are here today on a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for aggravated assault, class 4 felony. I found probable cause and I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are going to be June 8th and June 10th in the downtown Superior Court. Sir, because it's been alleged that you committed this offense while you were out on release on your other felony matter, you're actually going to be held non-bondable at this time. So again, your next court dates are June 8th and June 10th. Any questions, sir?
I'm supposed to be signing up for probation on June 5th.
So, sir, that's not going to happen now because you picked up a new case.
No, I'm saying this is for a different place. This is for Tempe.
Then, yeah, sir, I'm not sure how they do about transportation, but
okay,
you may have to miss that court date because you're going to be in on this one. But
I thought you said I had court on the June 8th and then 10th, and then but I was supposed to do that one June 5th.
So, sir, if you're in custody, I don't know if you're going to be transported, but you're going to be non-bondable at least until June 10th.
Okay.
All right. Why don't you please step to your left for paperwork? Jesse Morales to the podium, Roberto Favela to the chair. Name and date of birth, please.
Jesse Morales, 4605.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for aggravated assault, a Class 3 felony. I found probable cause, and I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are June 8th and June 10th in the Downtown Superior Court. Because it's been alleged you committed this offense while you're out on release for another felony offense, you're going to be held non-bondable at this time. So again, your next court dates are June 8th and June 10th. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, so I'm going to be staying in MCSO until then?
By law, you have to stay in custody at least until June 8th
And that's because I'm on release for
your pending sentencing.
okay, so I have, when is the 8th? Because on Tuesday, I'm supposed to be in,
The 8th is in 1 week, exactly 1 week from today.
okay.
All right, sir. Why don't please step to your left for your paperwork. Roberto Favela to the podium. Luis Trinidad to the chair. Name and date of birth.
Yes, hello. My name is Norberto Favela. Date of birth, February 21st, 2005.
Thank you. You're here today on the Superior Court new case. You're arrested for possession of narcotic drugs, Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony, driving on a suspended license, Class 1 misdemeanor. At this time, I'm not finding probable cause as to the possession of narcotic drugs, Class 4 felony. I need to warn you, though, that just because I don't find probable cause today doesn't mean that the prosecutor's office can't find it at a later time. So I don't want you to think that this case is necessarily going to go away forever. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes.
All right. I am finding probable cause as to the remaining 2 charges. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are June 8th and June 10th in the Downtown Superior Court. Sir, you also recently signed a plea, but because you were out on release on your other felony matter, you're going to be held non-bondable on this new case. So you're going to be in custody at least until June 8th, and your next court dates again are June 8th and June 10th in the Downtown Superior Court. Do you have any questions for me?
So I won't be getting released today?
By law, you can't get released today until you have your non-bondable hearing on June 8th.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions?
No, sir.
All right. Thank you. Please go ahead and start your left your paperwork. Luis Trinidad to the podium. Martha Medina to the chair. Name and date of birth, please.
December 3rd, 1994.
Name, please.
Luis Rivera.
Thank you. You're here today on the Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for 2 counts of misconduct involving weapons, Class 4 felony, 1 count of misconduct involving weapons, Class 1 misdemeanor. I found probable cause, and I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are June 8th and June 10th in the Downtown Superior Court. I'm setting a secured appearance bond of $10,000. If you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah. You said you assigned an attorney for me, right?
I'm sorry?
You assigned
I assigned you an attorney, yes.
I think I'm gonna get my own, but I'm gonna stick to that one for now.
I'm sorry?
I'm gonna get my own probably.
Okay,
but
that's fine. You don't have to use the attorney that we assigned for you. If you
No.
get your own, then that's fine.
I'm gonna stick with it for now to see what's gonna.
Okay, that's fine.
You said June 8th, my next.
June 8th. You have a $10,000 bond. Thank you. Martha Medina to the podium. Alexandra James to the chair. Name and date of birth, please.
1192.
Thank you. You're here today on a municipal court warrant. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date's June 9th at the Surprise City Court. I'm affirming the bond set by the city court judge. It's a $2,500 bond. If you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Do you have any questions for me?
I can bond it out.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't. It's a $2,500 bond. That's what the city judge was asking for.
So what do I do? Stay here till then?
So if you can't pay it, you'll be in custody until June 9th. Any other questions? All right, thank you. Please go ahead and start your left your paperwork. Alexandra James to the podium. Christian Hara to the chair. Name and date of birth, please.
Alexander James, 8/12/1990.
Thank you. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is June 8th in the Downtown Superior Court. Setting a secured appearance bond of $1,000. If you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most important thing, if you bond out, you have to contact your PO within 3 days. Do you have any questions for me?
So they're gonna hold me until my next court date?
Unless you can pay the $1,000 bond, you're gonna be in custody.
I paid the $1,000.
Yeah.
I'm homeless on the streets. I have no finances whatsoever.
Yeah. So
I have no income. My boyfriend is barely even helping me whatsoever.
gotcha.
I
So-
don't have any, my family's not helping me. I have no contact, sorry.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Yeah, I have no contact with my family whatsoever.
I hear you. But so unfortunately, then it sounds like you're gonna be in custody for about a week. June 8th is in 7 days, and then that's when you can talk to the judge about whether that bond is going to stay in place or not. And just to let you know, for your warrant, I mean, the reason they said it that way, you've been reinstated a couple times before, so this is like
Yes, I
this is
understand
your
that.
fourth
Yeah.
petition.
I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I have tried, the whole reason why I'm not in residential treatment now is because I'm having a little trouble with my insurance.
I hear you. So this is stuff you got to tell your probation violation judge because they're going to control what's going to happen next. All right.
Okay, so June 8th.
June 8th. All right. Thank you. Christian Hara to the podium. Edward Reynolds to the chair. Name and date of birth, please.
Christian Hart, 12/5/72.
Thank you. You're here today on a municipal court new case. You've been arrested for 2 counts of DUI, class 1 misdemeanors, extreme DUI above between 0.15 and 0.2, class 1 misdemeanor, and extreme DUI over 0.2, class 1 misdemeanor. I found probable cause and I'm assigning you an attorney.
Okay.
Your next court date is June 8th. That's at the Fountain Hills City Court.
Okay.
Setting a secured appearance bond of $1,000.
Okay.
If you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you cannot drive a motor vehicle with anyone under the age of 18 in that vehicle.
Okay.
Do you have any questions for me?
No, sir.
All right, thank you. Please step to your paperwork. Edward Reynolds to the podium, Joshua Ornelas to the chair. Name and date of birth, please.
Edward Reynolds, July 1st, 1963.
Thank you. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date's June 8th in the downtown Superior Court. Setting a secured appearance bond of $250. If you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most important thing, if you bond out, you got to contact your PO within 3 days. Do you have any questions, sir?
I got money, so I can't bond out. So I can contact my PO about in here or in jail.
If you have your PO's number, you can go ahead and try to call them. But you don't have to call them until you get out. And you have 3 days to call them if you're able to get out. All right?
Okay, yes.
Go ahead, please step to your left for your paperwork, sir.
Thank you.
Joshua Ornelas to the podium. Lucille Angeles to the chair. Name and date of birth, please.
Josh Ornelas, 11590.
Thank you. You're here today on a municipal court new case. You've been arrested for assault, class 1 misdemeanor, disorderly conduct, class 1 misdemeanor. I found probable cause. I'm not assigning you an attorney because at this time I'm not finding that you're indigent, but sir, between now and your next court date, and actually it's a misdemeanor, so actually you're not entitled to an attorney. So at this time I'm not giving you a free attorney, but I'm finding that you're not indigent, so you can hire your own attorney if you want one. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, your next court date's June 17. That's at the Goodyear City Court. Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to release you today. There's going to be a lot of conditions to your release. You're not to return to the scene of the crime. No contact with any victim or witness. You cannot live at the same location as the victim. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. You must obey any orders of protection that are put out against you. And you may have no contact with the victim whatsoever, including electronically or through third parties, even if they contact you first. You're warned that a violation of a no victim contact order can lead to felony charges. Do you understand all these conditions?
Yes, sir. I have one.
1 second.
Yes,
Do you promise to follow all these conditions?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Promise to appear on June 17 at the Goodyear City Court?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand if you don't show up, they'll issue a warrant for your arrest?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any weapons you need to give up?
Need better internet?
All right. On your promise to appear, I'm
Cox
gonna release you
Internet
on your
has
own
the
time.
fast,
Do you have
reliable
any questions
speeds
for
you're
me?
looking for.
So
Perfect for
at
seamless
the
streaming,
scene, that's where I
gaming,
reside.
It happened at your
and
place?
working from
That's
home.
mine, and she doesn't live
You
And
guys
there.
now
don't
get
live
Cox
together?
300
No,
meg
no,
internet
no.
with a 2-year plan price lock guarantee, plus equipment included. So get your household up to speed. Switch to Cox Internet today. Taxes and fees excluded from price guarantee.
All right, sir. The only thing I'm changing is not to return to the scene of the crime. You can go back home, but you can't live with each other at any point, and you can have no contact with her whatsoever. And do you understand all these conditions?
Yes, sir. Until the case is over, correct?
Until the case is
Need
over.
better
correct?
internet?
All right. Any other questions for me?
Cox
No, no.
Internet has
All right,
the
if you wanna wait
fast,
1 second,
reliable
you're gonna get
speeds
the
you're
paperwork.
looking for.
Thank you.
Perfect for seamless streaming,
Right, you can wait there.
gaming, and working from home. And now get Cox 300 meg internet with a 2-year plan price lock guarantee, plus equipment included. So get your household up to speed. Switch to Cox Internet today. Taxes and fees excluded from price
Retail
guarantee.
Angeles to the podium. Sherry Graham to the chair. Name and date of birth.
ECL Angeles, August 20th, 2007.
Thank you. You're here today on the Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for unlawful flight, a Class 5 felony, endangerment, a Class 6 felony, reckless driving, Class 2 misdemeanor, exceeding the posted speed by more than 20 miles per hour, Class 3 misdemeanor. I found probable cause, and I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are June 16 and June 18 in the downtown Superior Court. Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to release you today. There's going to be a lot of conditions to your release. You're going to be on supervised release. You're going to have an electronic ankle monitor. You're going to have a curfew. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. And you can't drive a motor vehicle with anyone under the age of 18 in that vehicle. Do you understand all these conditions?
Yes, sir.
Do you promise to follow all these conditions?
Yes, sir.
Do you promise to appear on June 16 and June 18 in the downtown Superior Court?
Downtown Phoenix.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand if you don't show up, they'll issue a warrant for your arrest?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any weapons you need to give up?
No, sir.
Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services. You have to call pretrial services tomorrow during normal business hours. If you don't call pretrial services tomorrow, you could end up back here. Do you understand that?
Is there a phone number?
You're going to get the phone number. It's going to be in an envelope that you get. So do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you have any questions for me?
No, sir.
All right. Please go ahead and start your left your paperwork.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Sherry Graham to the podium. Nathan Mahaffey to the chair. Name and date of birth, please.
July 8th, 1982.
Your name, please.
Sherry Jane Graham.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, unlawful flight from law enforcement, Class 5 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. At this time, I'm not finding probable cause as to the unlawful flight from law enforcement, Class 5 felony. I am finding probable cause as to the remaining 2 charges. So I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are June 16 and June 18 in the downtown Superior Court. Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to release you today. There's some conditions to your release. You're going to be on supervised release. You're not to return to the scene of the crime. No contact with the people that were in the car with you.
Okay.
And you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol.
Okay.
Do you understand all these conditions?
Yes.
You promise to follow all these conditions?
Thank you.
Promise to appear on June 16 and June 18 in the downtown Superior Court? Do you understand if you don't show up, they'll issue a warrant for you? Do you have any weapons you need to give up? Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services. You have to call pretrial services tomorrow during normal business hours. If you don't call pretrial services, you could end up back here. Do you understand that? Do you have any questions for me? All right. You understand you can't contact the people that were in the car with you. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and step to your left for your paperwork. Nathan Mahaffey to the podium, Stephen Durando to the chair.
Hello.
Name, date of birth.
Nathan Mahaffey, 10/23/2002.
Thank you. You're here today on a municipal court new case. You've been arrested for disorderly conduct, class 1 misdemeanor. I found probable cause. I'm not assigning you an attorney because for this type of charge, you don't get a free attorney, but
Okay.
you can hire your own attorney if you want one. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Your next court date's going to be June 22nd at the Peoria City Court.
Okay.
Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to release you today.
Yes,
There's
sir.
going to be conditions to your release. You're not to return to the scene of the crime. No contact with any victim or witness. You can't live with any alleged victim.
Mm.
You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol.
Okay.
You have to obey any orders of protection that might be put out against you.
Okay.
And you may have no contact with the victim whatsoever, including electronically or through third parties, even if they contact you first.
Mm.
You're warned that a violation of a no victim contact order can lead to felony charges. Do you understand all these conditions?
Yes, sir.
You promise to follow all these conditions?
Yes, sir.
Promise to appear on June 22nd at the Peoria City Court?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand if you don't show up, they'll issue a warrant for your arrest?
Yes, sir.
All right. Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. Any questions for me?
So am I gonna get like released from here, or are they gonna drive me back to Peoria?
No, you're just going to get released from
Okay.
here
Yeah,
in about
that's
4
okay.
to 5 hours.
All right.
All right. Any other questions?
No, sir.
All right.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Please step to your left. Stephen Durando to the podium. Jamar Jones to the chair. Name and date of birth.
Stephen Durando, April 30, 2002.
Thank you. You're here today on a Justice Court new case. You've been arrested for DUI, class 1 misdemeanor, exceeding the posted speed by more than 20 miles per hour, class 3 misdemeanor. I found probable cause and I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is June 22nd at the Agua Fria Justice Court. Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to release you today. There's some conditions to your release. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you can't drive a motor vehicle with anyone under the age of 18 in that vehicle. Do you understand all these conditions?
Yes, Your Honor.
You promise to follow all these conditions?
Yes, Your Honor.
Promise to appear on June 22nd at the Agua Fria Justice Court.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand if you don't show up, they'll issue a warrant for you?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you have any weapons you need to give up?
No.
All right. Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. Do you have any questions for me?
No. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Please go ahead and step to your left for your paperwork. Jamar Jones to the podium. Amber Hetty to the chair. Name and date of birth.
Jamar Nagai Jones, 9/14/84.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for possession of dangerous drugs, a class 4 felony. I found probable cause. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are June 16 and June 18 at the downtown Superior Court. Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to release you today. There's going to be some conditions to your release. You're going to be on supervised release. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Do you understand all these conditions?
Yes, Your Honor.
Promise to follow all these conditions?
Yes, Your Honor.
Promise to appear on June 16 and 18 in the downtown Superior Court?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand if you don't show up, they'll issue a warrant for you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services. Once you're out, you got to call pretrial services tomorrow during normal business hours. If you don't call pretrial services, you could end up back here. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any questions for me?
No.
All right. Thank you. Please go ahead and step to your left
Thank
for your
you.
paperwork. Yeah. They just added and attached a new case for her too. But pretrial services, they're probably not going to be done for another 10 minutes or so. Yeah, for this last one. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry. No, new matter, PF matter. Yeah, she was brought in on arrest, and Shield just uploaded it, so pretrial has her now. I'm thinking maybe move her to the 2. She's got time. All right. Could I see Ms. Hetty to the podium? Hi. Ms. Hetty, so you are here on a fugitive justice warrant, but you're also arrested for here in Arizona?
Yes.
All right.
I think it,
So here's the situation though. Pretrial services, they need to talk to you. And so you're gonna have to do an interview with them. And so we're actually gonna move your matter to the 2 p.m. calendar just because you have that new case and they need some information from you. So I want to let you know, I'm not trying to waste your time, but because you have that alleged dangerous drugs from here,
Yeah.
they gotta ask you some questions about that, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
And so you're gonna be moved to the 2 p.m. calendar, so you'll be back here in a few hours, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you. Want to go
Thank
ahead?
you, Judge.
No, it'll be someone else. All right, if you want to please go ahead and step to your left. For the record, for numbers 11 and 16, Ms. Amber Hetty, we were prepared for her fugitive of justice warrant, but she has a PF new case for which she has not been interviewed, and there is no information yet. Pretrial needs time, and so for that reason, we'll be moving that case to the 2 p.m. calendar, and thus that will conclude the 11 a.m. calendar at this time.
I go back.